Niner fam, here we are. Celebration Monday, right? Yeah, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. It's not a good Monday, all right? But hey, let's where's my mod squad? Are the guys here yet? I was like thinking, I forgot to thank you guys last night. Really did. I was so tired last night when I left. And I think most of it was from the aggravation of that game. Because I never get tired. If we would have won, I would have been like, but I just got worn out, screaming and yelling, frustration. And then, of course, yeah. So, mods, love you guys, man. Thanks a lot. Jeff Tan already on the scene. Daniel Serrano, Rose Mathis, and YMSA. Jesus and my king, 777 J-Run, Jeff Tan. Braves, you guys are awesome, man. But let's let you know. Let's go ahead and get into this. Kyle Shanahan provided the injury report today with updates on each player that went down yesterday. As you probably already checked it out. Let's just go over it, though, because here's what we know as of now. Marquise Goodwin, that quad that I thought it was a quad. You remember the replay showed, and I said, wait a minute, that's not on his knee. He took a helmet to the thigh. I'm surprised they didn't call a helmet rule. Since they didn't call a helmet rule yesterday at all. Isn't that amazing? Right? Anyway, Marquise is day-to-day with a deep thigh bruise, which is good. It's not good that he got injured, but at least it's day-to-day, and it's possible he could be playing next week. We really do need these guys. Joshua Garnett, foot. If you're wondering about that, he suffered a dislocated toe. Shanny says it's yet to be determined if he'll be available in week 2. Mike Person, also a foot injury. It's a foot strain for persons like Garnett. The injury isn't serious, but they're yet to be determined if person will be ready to play come next Sunday. Brock Coyle is in league protocol with a concussion. But Stephen O. Smith doesn't care about any of that. Okay. Anyway, hey, but you know what? Salute to Mike McGlinchey. The dude stepped in, attempting to play guard in place of his fallen teammates for the first time. And at this level, against the Vikings, Mike, man, double salute, brah. My God. Oh, shit. God, I'm just impressed. Dude was not scared, intimidated, or what. He stepped right up. Now, he may have suffered, he may have struggled a little bit, but he did it. He did it, and I'm talking about he may be hurt or whatever. Mike McGlinchey is that guy who said he played one time with, what did he break? He kept right on going. I guess he didn't know anything about it. Mike went about to tell him about it. This dude is a warrior. I'm talking about in Nordic fashion. This is a Viking, but not in Minnesota. He's in Santa Clara. Hey, I know this is Monday night, and this is the night we roast people. Season's on, and there were mistakes were made by people that probably should be called out on it. So if you want to do that, I got no problem with it. But I just want you to know this. Jeff Daly of Pro Football Focus provided grades of some of the 49ers' top performers. The guys who impressed against the Vikings, tight end George Kittle. He was number 1. I know. But, you know, he did a lot of good things before that one bad moment. Kittle led the 49ers offense with the highest overall grade of 82.2, despite that missed opportunity on that deep pass from Jimmy G. Kittle caught 5 targets for 90 yards, including a 36-yard reception up the left sideline. Kittle put up the second highest receiving yards of his career on Sunday. George came to play. He just had the one time. That was a game-changing moment, though. That's all right, because this is game 1. These guys are going to get better. Following a 100-yard performance in the season finale last season against the Los Angeles Rams, I meant to mention that. That was his best effort ever against one of the best defenses in the league. Fred Warner, to nobody's surprise. Fred, welcome to the family. Good God. Woo! Fred was one of if not the biggest bright spot on the 49ers defense on Sunday. 49ers starting Mike linebacker. He recorded a game-high 12 tackles. Third highest total in the NFL's third highest total in the NFL. Weekend start. Whew. Oh, man. And otherwise, Anthony Hitchens had 15. Luke Kuechly had 13, beating our boy by just 1. He added a forced fumble and a pass. defended in addition to his 5 total stops and a quarterback hurry. Warner also allowed just 3 catches from his 5 targets for 19 yards. He'll get better in his NFL debut for an 88.7 overall grade. And I know my boy Eric, man. PFF gave him a good grade, fam. Armstead made his return after missing 10 games last year due to that hand injury. We know about that. The 49ers defensive lineman graded well against the run with an 82.8. He had 3 run stops. He's got to get better, though. He's a first-round pick. That's supposed to be normal everyday work for Eric. He's got to bring it up and give me some pressure on the quarterback. Liza Lee, what a pleasant surprise. He spelled Brock Coyle after Brock left for the game with that concussion, right? Lee stepped in and earned the highest overall grade with a 90.4. Now, granted, it's from a smaller sample size, which probably is, but 90.4. This is only his second year. He put up 3 tackles, all of which resulted in stops, and he put a hit on Kirk Cousins, stopping him inches before he got across that first down line. I know what you're thinking about. I'm thinking about it too. Elijah Lee makes that stop. The Vikings talk it over. They come out and try to do the hard count. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Keller Witherspoon, besides that one mistake to Stephon Diggs, earned a solid coverage grade of 77.2. He allowed just 1 catch on 3 targets against the Vikings. It's like Robert Saleh said weeks ago. He said, he never makes same mistake twice. Now, he made a mistake yesterday. Unfortunately, it was during the course of this game. He never made that mistake again the rest of the game. Richard Sherman's going to take care of himself. All we need to be concerned with is a Keller Witherspoon. If he's going to take care of himself, all those sacks you seen Big D-Buck get yesterday are going to rise at an alarming rate. Because did you see Cousins looking downfield? He had no open targets. That's when D-Buck eats. Marsh had a fairly good day. But, who will score the 49ers' first touchdown in 2018? Who said D-Money? Hey, I believe, was that Slick? Am I right? Was D-Money? I think it was. I think Dante did score he did. Really had one. Good on you, Slick. You called it, man. And like I put on Instagram today, a star is born. I told dudes. I said, I don't care who you put on him. You can put all the all-pros with 10, 15 years on him if you want to. This dude is hard to cover. You cannot cover him one-on-one. The mistake that was made, I know Rhodes got one INT. That wasn't on Dante. It was on Jimmy. That ball was placed in the wrong place. Dante beat his all-pro ass, just like I said. Hey, which rookie's NFL debut will be the standout performance? Give me a coin. D-Money or Fred Warner? You make the call. I'm telling you, man, we got some rookies. And going forward, that's going to be in a lot. All right, now you already know the media's going after Jimmy G with a vengeance. For that loss, Stephen A. Smith leading the pack. I mean, he launched a rant, a tirade today that was so unfair. Look, you lose your starting guards. You got guys out there missing touchdowns. Stephen A., here's the thing. You will judge Jimmy G after one game. But if anybody asks you about how good is this quarterback before this last weekend, it's too small of a sample size. Y'all can call him Jimmy G all you want to, but he ain't did nothing to prove anything to me, and let alone that salary. Stephen A., you go ahead and you keep that going, okay? Because your day is coming, bro. Your day is coming. You go ahead, have a good time with this weekend, and when things shift, I want to hear from you in a pleasant light. Like, I may say things like, hey, I may have been out of my mind that first weekend, and I may have misjudged him a little early. Because, see, you talk about early, that was early. The man has won 7 out of 8 games to start his career. How you go act? Anyway, man. Oh, God. Oh. Woo. Oh, one other thing to note before we get to the phones. You know, John Lynch is not going to wait, right? We know this. That's why he's always telling us, Night of Faithful, stay awake. John is already hosting 2 veteran pass rushers today. This is according to reports. They could be on the verge of adding some depth on defense. I don't know. Somebody's going to get cut, I guess. Based on the tweets we're seeing today from Adam Schefter. According to Schefter, the 49ers are scheduled to be hosting 2 veteran linebacker off defensive ends. Eric Walden and, hey, my Hawaiian fam, or somebody, what do we call it? Anyway, let me give this a shot. His name, Haoli Kikao. Kikaha. Yeah, Haoli Kikaha. Anyway, Walden, he's 33 years old now, though. He signed with the Hawks in August and made 2 sacks against the Minnesota Vikings in Week 3 of the preseason. Hip injury kept him out of the preseason finale and caused him to land on injured reserve, the 53-man roster cuts. Hawks released him from injured reserve last week. Kikaha is he's only 26, was waived by the Saints. He's only 26. He's waived by the Saints September 1st after 3 seasons. Now, Walden's 6'2", 250 is in the 11th NFL season after being selected by the Cowboys in the 6th round of 2008 out of Middle Tennessee State. He had 152 tackles, 40 tackles for loss, and a school record of 22.5 sacks. He spent 3 years of his career primarily as a special teams player with the Kansas City Chiefs and Dolphins. Walden moved into that starting role of the Green Bay Packers in 2011 and totaled 60 tackles, 3 sacks in 2013. But basically, his career is coming at an end, and he's going to be a platoon guy or a specialty player, most likely, right? Now, Kikaha, 6'3", 250, second-round pick of the Saints in 2015. That's already hot right there. He's from Washington. He had 206 tackles, 51 tackles for loss, 35.5 sacks. Yeah, Kikaha tore his ACL twice during his college career, but rebounded for a junior season of 70 tackles, 15 tackles for a loss, 12.5 sacks. Senior season, 53 tackles, 25 tackles for a loss, 19 sacks. This dude. The Saints, for some reason, got off to a positive start with 52 tackles and 4 sacks during the rookie season, but he was sidetracked to 20. His problem is injuries. He had an ACL tear, the 3rd one. Then, according to the Saints, he had trouble adjusting when the Saints moved to a 4-3. And who moved to a 4-3? I don't know. This is risky, John. I don't know. Which required him to move away from his previous role as a 3-4 outside linebacker. But if you have any problems, you got him as a backup because a 3-4 guy could play also at the Sam linebacker for the 49ers. So, yeah, we went over the injury report already. Let me see about Eric Magnuson, though. There's something I want to talk about that, though. The person of Garnett we know about. Eric Magnuson is working his way back. Shanahan said he would likely be upgraded from a practice DNP to limited. He might still be inactive this week, but he is making progress. Also, Matt Tobin can play center and guard because we're not going to have Big Mike on the guard position again. Goodwin's absence resulted in a bigger role for Dante Pettis, which is something like it's good because we got to see more Pettis than we probably would have. Now we know. So, therefore, and here's the funny thing, Stephen A. Smith. At some point, Marquise Goodwin was going to make an appearance in the game against the Vikings. We all know that. Marquise does not go an entire game without having some kind of an impact on the game. This is another thing that was taken away from Jimmy G during the course of the game. He has to readjust to a new wide receiver. He did make some throws to him that weren't exactly right, but Jimmy G's going to adjust to all his people soon. All right? Hey, Chris B, what's up, man? Says, hey, Brother Ronbo, the Mod Squad, 49er Empire fams, no worries, very early in the season. Thank you for the contribution, fam. Also, the Big Show. Let's all thank Big Show for Fred Warner. Big Show's tooting his own horn. Woo! You're right, Big Show. Here's the shiznit. Valos just said, "What's up?" He said, "Roboska," and can't catch him. Here he is. Welcome, Ronbo. Thanks, Phil. Elias Lopez, what's up? Kim Boutro, hey. And Joel Luna, Vikings was hitting our wide receivers early. That's why we had them drops. Could be, but they were open and they got their hands on the ball, though. Trevor Marks, yeah, I know, that's what I say. Slick 68. Taylor Smith, why do the injury gods hate us? Did Kyle or John desecrate an Indian burial ground or something? Oh, no. Dang it. But, Vikings had some key injuries, too, though, to their offensive line. Slick says we should rest Keys next week because we're going to really need him as Hill and the Chiefs. I like that, Slick, man. You are a man of brilliance. Go ahead. Let Dante continue to work. I like that idea a lot. Dominic Winter says, hey, Corey, McGlinchey, Jonathan Cooper needs to be signed. I know that was mentioned during the evening, too. Jonathan Torres says, hey, did you hear Daniel Hunter saying on Garoppolo as the game goes on, you have to bring the pressure on him? You see that he's starting to get scared. I tweeted that mofo. Who is he? But dude needs to humble up. We lost that game not because of him. Oh. Dimitri Ty, these dudes do need to hit the gym. The Vikings players look like beasts. Even their punter had muscle. It's true. I don't know. Our guys always, I don't know. Villamax, you had me rolling when you were doing I know, man, I get emotional about them games, man. It really kills me. Sandblade 2, we are fine, guys. In the words of Aaron Rodgers, relax. And Civic Sport injected FP6. I hope we play the Vikings in the playoffs. Oh, I do, too, because at that point in the season, the 49ers will be, because the Vikings got, 3-4 years together? 49ers only need a year. I swear to God, that game. Othello Alford, WTF happened to Solomon Thomas. Mr. Joe Papping, what up, Empire? Just got in and enjoying some Monday Night Football. Yeah, Monday Night Football is going to be interesting. We're going to get to that a little later because, the Rams are playing the Raiders. That is going to be fun. But we want to hang out for a while. We got that. Hey, 88818 Northridge, California. Come on in.
Ronbo.
Yo, what's your name?
What's up, Ronbo? My name's Alex, man. I spoke to you a while back when I spoke to you when Foster got busted, man.
Oh, yeah. That was a bad day, wasn't it?
First time. But anyways, man, first time caller, long time listener, man.
Hey, appreciate you, fam. Thanks.
Yeah, man. So, the game yesterday, there was goods, there was bads, but one thing that I noticed is that we did all right having all rookies, young team against a stealth defense,
Yep. Yeah.
One thing, who faces adversity very well?
You mean for the 49ers?
As a QB? No, in general.
Oh,
NFL,
in general.
Like as a QB these days. To me, it has to be Tom Brady. Who did Jimmy Garoppolo learn from?
Tom, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I hear a lot of the critics, I hear a lot of the analysts, going back and forth talking smack,
Rough smack.
I hate it.
Same here.
But Jimmy G's gonna bounce back, He has to bounce back. You can't really say the man was scared when he's only lost one game. I mean, you can say that if you can only say that if he's lost multiple games and whatever,
right.
But you can't really say he looks scared if you have never seen him lose before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They were waiting, Alex. They were waiting and hoping that Jimmy G would lose this game. Because, see, they've been saying the whole time, we got too small sample size to draw any conclusions on Jimmy G. But they get one loss, and now they can draw conclusions? Where in the hell is that fair? See, that's what burns me.
Yeah, but that's always been us, man. That's always been the talk for us, man.
I know.
I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. But it does. This year, we're gonna bounce back, man. It's only game one.
Mm-hmm.
We did well against the Vikings, and I give it up to Garoppolo. You know, he'll learn from his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he's really made of once he faces adversity, which is next game. Hopefully he does well.
Alex, he knows he didn't do bad. What if even though the mistakes he made, what if the 49ers left 28 points on the table? 28, Alex. This game should have been a lopsided win for the 49ers. I'm talking about catches that were missed in the end zone. There was nobody who was going to catch George Kittle had he made that catch. I'm not going to. Dante Pettis had a great game. He missed one. He was in the end zone. P.R. Garçon, a guy we should be able to rely on. If nothing else, 14 points. He dropped that ball. I don't care who was under him. You got the ball, secure the catcher. You're Pierre Garçon. You don't miss nothing. You missed it.
Yep.
We're on the 1 yard line.
But, hey, man.
We can't get in.
They'll learn. It's game one.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's true.
They'll learn, man. It's probably they got the jitters, man. It's game one, it's the first game of the season, Let them cool down a little bit.
Yeah. Let us cool down.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, real quick before I go, did you catch that on Instagram on Niner Central? Did you see what they posted up about Le'Veon Bell on his Twitter?
No. What's he on his way to San Francisco? I haven't checked everything.
This was like a couple of days ago. I screenshot it and I sent it to a friend. I don't know if they deleted it off his Twitter, but it was him saying like 49ers swagging or swagging 49ers, something like that, That's him talking. That was him talking, man.
Everybody, if they're not on their own team, they're always, Khalil Mack, 2 weeks ago? 49. And actually, we find out the 49ers were talking to the Raiders. And don't be surprised if John Lynch did not at least talk to Pittsburgh. This dude is aggressive.
Yep.
Yeah. But Jerry Rice wants everybody to know, get over Dez Bryant. He can't gain separation. Jerry's right.
I don't want that dude, man. I don't want Dez, man.
Yeah. So, all right, fam. Tell you what, appreciate you, Alex.
I'm looking forward
to talking to you later, all right?
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to the Hit Squad.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Nighthawk. All the peeps, man.
All right, fam. All right, Alex. Look forward to hearing from you later, fam. All right. Good job, Alex. Everybody knows. Because I can't holler tonight. It's still raw from yesterday. But,
I got you. Don't trip.
Thanks, Alex. Have a good night, fam. Yeah. Hey. Oh, there he is. Yamin.
Ronbo, what's good with you?
Yamin, man. You know what I'm saying, man. I tell you what, we're catching it today, Yamin. Boy, the boys is out on us today. They've been waiting for us to lose, and they just talking major poo-poo. Ooh-wee. Damn. We should have seen it coming. But yeah.
Hey, Ronbo, that's what Kanye West said on his new song and shit. Poo-poo some shit. Kanye scattered.
Man. Yeah, I mean, you ain't home tonight and fully dressed. What kind of shock? What's up, man?
I'm at work right now. Brought to you by the Expedition. Oh, shit, I can't even get it on here. But Night of Empire, Ronbo, what's good with you?
Oh, man, I'm good. I done already got over this game. I'm ready for next week already. Got to start winning.
Right. 5-1. 5 with the M1.
And you said it, too.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 5 with the M1. Night of Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ronbo, I'm about to go on. I'm about to go on Stephen A. Smith. Brought to you by Stephen A. Brought to you by Stephen A. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when we go 5-1, all Stephen A. gonna say, I was out of my mind week 1. Now the 49ers is 5-1. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. is 5-1. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, you know, in basketball, when somebody go to the rack and they get the and one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be 5 and 1. Count that. You know what I'm saying?
Go get this together. I know it. I already know. You know, Stephen A. Smith, he cannot accept the first 7-game winning streak. He says that's bogus. Right. He says that ain't big enough sample. The man loses one game, y'all mean. One game. Right. Smith is all over him. Y'all calling him Jimmy G. Stop calling him Jimmy G. His name is Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what? Y'all mean, if I had that dude, man. He knows what he's doing, man. God damn.
Hey, Ronbo.
That's right. Go change
Ronbo, how about this? How about this, Ronbo? I'm going to give you 10 seconds since this Monday Night Raw. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to go in on Stephen A. Smith. Because you want to know, what team Stephen A. Smith is?
Yeah, what's his team?
He's a Steelers fan.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I never paid that no mind.
Huh. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
And he didn't say nothing about them. He didn't say anything about them. They tied the Cleveland Browns. How you gonna talk? Oh, Stephen. Stephen A. Smith, stick to basketball. Something you know something about. You don't know nothing about no football, man. Shut up. God.
Brought to you by Ronbo. Ronbo Sports. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
these Pittsburgh Steelers fans, they scattered. Like my baby sister, she a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Her mom and my aunt and my uncle, and they act like
all of them fans.
Yeah. And they act like Pittsburgh is the Boston Celtics of the NFL, and they not. You know what I'm saying? They only got, they only got one more Super Bowl ring than us.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why they can say that for now. They can say that for now.
Right.
They can call the Boston Celtics in the NFL because they got more championships than everybody else. That ain't that could end soon. So ain't no problem. We'll catch up.
Right. Right.
We're gonna have to go though. Get the phones getting filled up and get married. You doing this from work. I'm telling you, man, we're flattered. The Yami presence while he's on the JOB.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, man. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you this weekend, man, because it's gonna be a different story this weekend. A Ready to Go radio. You know you welcome anytime, right? All right, fam.
For sure. I love you, Ronbo.
I love you back, man. MC9 ask about you too, man.
Tell you about saying yes, sir. What's up?
All right, y'all, man. You can go back to work. I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right.
There he goes. Hey, let's go. Hey, Dwayne. Come on in, Dwayne.
What's up, Ronbo? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Detroit is getting their asses whipped on
Wait, who's getting whipped? Wait, who's getting whipped right now?
Detroit is losing to the Jets. The team we got to play next. Matthew Stafford is getting hurt. He's hobbling around. Broken ribs, broken collarbone.
And we get him on a short week.
And they got to fly. I think they got 2 kick returns running back against them. Pettis is going to have a field day.
Ooh, against Detroit? Two?
And they losing to a rookie quarterback. The quarterback from UNC, Donald?
Yeah, Darnell, Sam Darnold. Yeah. Oh, man, I knew that game.
Jimmy G should have a field day.
Oh, I knew that game was, and he should have had a field day yesterday. As I said, we left 28 points on the table. What we doing at the 1 yard line, not punching that in? If you just count that and if you count that and George Kittle's drop, that's 14 points right there that was there to be had. They beat us by how many points?
I told my 2-month-old son when we had our Jimmy G jerseys on before the game, I said, look, Dominic, there's certain things that we cannot do. We can't beat ourselves. We got to catch the ball. We got to make tackles, and we can't make stupid mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Didn't we do the same thing we've been doing in preseason? Defense will show up. The offense will have its hiccups. Same thing we did against the Colts. We let Andrew Luck scramble through the middle. We let Kirk Cousins scramble through the middle. They got to clean that mess up, man.
But, Dwayne, actually the thing is, they still didn't break. They gave up 17 points, right? The defense did. And the offense gave
actually
Cousins 7 points.
Right,
so the defense actually outplayed the offense. That should never happen on any day. If the defense keeps a team under 21 points, we're supposed to beat that ass every damn week of the season. I don't care who we playing. See, that's where we got.
You know what happened to us is we became unbalanced. You know, we couldn't run the ball, and we depended too much on Jimmy G, and he started pressing. We have to open up some lanes, man, for Alfred Morris and to run the ball. That way we can build off that play action and that bootleg.
Yes.
We got to.
All of that. You know? Gotta have that.
But our offensive line is in shambles now. I mean, the guard go down, then another guard go down. You got to move the tackle to the guard, and then you got to bring Gilliam in. Oh, my God. Anybody put Gilliam, and then, you know, Jimmy G about to get killed.
Coming in the game. Oh, God. Gilliam coming in the game. No.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
But then, after all that, we still had chances to win the game. I still can't believe that. After all that.
We played the worst game we could possibly play, and Stephen A. Smith is trying to talk about how great Kirk Cousins is, about how, and all the media, Kirk Cousins had a great debut game with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm saying, what are y'all talking about?
You know, he wrote that speech about 3 weeks ago.
Damn. I said, Kirk Cousins looked okay.
We gift wrapped to that game, man.
Damn. That's right.
He didn't do nothing spectacular. But you know what? The coach told him, you don't have to do anything spectacular. With the defense we got, they're going to find a way to lose the game. All you got to do is manage the game. That's what he did.
And that's what he did, right? So stop with the over accolades. He was okay.
Right.
Nothing special.
Right.
Darnold could have did a better job. Even what Baker Mayfield could have did a better job. I'm not. What? Stop with this just to make Jimmy G look bad.
You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of Patrick Mahomes. That's going to be a tough game, Jack.
Listen, don't.
He looked good.
Yeah, let him go deep on our secondary. I want to see him do that. Hey, Dwayne, we're going to run because we got a bunch of people calling in, and I got something to say tonight. But appreciate you, fam. Let me see you on Red and Gold Radio, okay?
Yeah, before I go, I want to say, love what you do, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life.
Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate you, fam. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
All right. You too.
All right.
Yeah. I forgot before I started on Stephen A. Smith. I forgot to say, Stephen A. Smith, let me holler at you. And Stephen A., another thing, too, man. You know, you laying in wait for every time the 49ers mess up, that's going to catch up and bite you in the ass. Keep doing it, okay? Wait till next week, you son. Okay. Hey, is that Richie Rich? Hey, Richie!
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I'm fired up today. You stay. If you haven't been reading any reports on the internet, don't do it. Oh man, it's not even that hot.
Oh, I don't pay attention. I read them, but I don't pay attention to them.
God, some of them just hit nerves though. Whoa. But what's on your mind, man?
Well, before I get to our boys, man, let me tell you, if we don't spank these boys up next week, the Jets having a field day on these guys. Matthew Stafford is out here giving out presents like it's no tomorrow. He came back from injury. He threw a pick six. That was his third interception. He comes back from an injury this series right here. He throws another pick. Four interceptions.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
I'll tell you. What's the new coach's name?
Patricia from New England. Yeah. Man, they was getting with him calling up defense last year in New England. They was getting up. Remember the Super Bowl? They got eaten up in the Super Bowl. Remember?
Yeah.
That was him calling the plays.
That's right, huh?
Man, we better put work on these boys next week, man. I'm telling you that now. If we lose to Detroit next week, all hell gonna break loose.
Yeah, you're right. But we're playing at home, well prepared, still mad behind the loss. You can bet George Kittle is not gonna be dropping no passes next week. And Pierre Garçon has got to be looking in the mirror saying, "Who are you? I thought you was Pierre Garçon. What you gonna do, man? You gonna continue this?" Damn.
I mean, when we was talking in the offseason about him, you know, Big Show and a few, Ronbo, he's a has-been, man. He ain't got it no more, man. He just don't have. Now, maybe he might come out next week and be balling, but I just don't think he can give you that consistency like he used to give you at one point in time, or give, you know, who Indianapolis coach at that time and stuff. And the Washington. So, but I just want to get into the good. I'm gonna get into the good and the bad. The good is, it was a close game. You know what I'm saying? We played sloppy. Yeah. And I'm not gonna get on George. Sloppy. George played a nice game, man. George was balling out. I know he misjudged that ball or whatever.
Otherwise,
he played a good game. Yeah. Yeah, he played a solid game and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We got in we drove the ball. We got in the red zone. Unfortunately, we couldn't turn them touchdowns into anything. You know what I'm saying? Not touchdowns. We couldn't turn them drives into touchdowns and stuff. And you got to score in the red zone. Got to fix that issue.
And Richie, that one point about that run in the end zone, even we would have came away with 3 points. We lost by 5. Twice we made mistakes that could have put us in a position to win. We get 3 points, it's a 5-point lead. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Richie. Go ahead.
I'm going to second what Brother Raymond was saying yesterday about that goal line stance. Now, I understand the first time you try to run it. I get it. Now, he fumbled that time. The second time, I was saying when they did it again, I said, man, why you ain't bootleg, fake, something, throw to the fullback, running back, tight end, whoever. Why is you trying to play to their strength? Ronbo, we not in a phone booth type of team. They got the horses to play that kind of when it's condensed like that at the goal line. We don't have those guys up front. So why are you playing to them strength? I got a little bit upset with Kyle Shanahan with that play call right there.
You're right. That's not his style either. I don't know what Kyle was doing.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That's their style. They are the bullies. We not the bullies. We're not a punch you in the mouth type of team.
Richie?
Yeah. Oh, I know you. I thought you left and stuff. Yeah. So
I was listening.
Oh, okay. We're not that style of team. But what I say is down the bad. Ronbo, let me get some of that. You know what I mean?
You want to holler at somebody? You sure can.
Yeah, I want to holler at a few people.
Monday Night Raw. You know what we do. Let me holler at you. Go ahead, Richie.
All right. There's 3 people I want to holler at. My man, Kendrick Bourne, and the Kendrick Bourne lovers. I told y'all in the offseason, man. He ain't the guy, man. He'll flash in the pan type of dude. But Kendrick Bourne this and Kendrick Bourne that. All right? He ain't done jack shit for us to be praising him. All right? Now, if he don't come to play next week, he need to be sitting the bench. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another guy I want to talk about, Solly T.
Yep.
I know you got the Solly T lovers out there. He hasn't done jack shit neither. All right? Now, he wasn't worthy of a 3rd overall pick. He just wasn't. Now, John Lynch picked him because that was his guy, Stanford and all that. All right? He need to start producing. I don't want to see these little run stops and this and that. He need to start getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So we all they got people jumping on this Solly T bandwagon and stuff, and he hasn't done jack shit. Because I'm going to tell you now, if he don't get busy in the next few games or so, he's going to be labeled a bust in his second year. Oh. And then the other one, before I go, the other one that I can do without, Eric Armstead. Bum. He's a bum. The default sits out there and wreaks havoc. God. And you need to get some speed rushers around this guy. Imagine what he can do if he has some speed, actual rushers who can bend. Imagine what he could do, Rob. Imagine the damage he can do. All right? We need to fix that pass rush. I don't think we fix it this year. You just ain't going to find guys,
available. Yeah. There's got to be somebody off free agency. John tried, Richie. He tried to get Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack, just see him.
I get it. I'm not getting on John or nothing, man. But they need to do something next year about this shit, man. We need 2. I want 2 edge rushers. I don't want no Eric Armstead and whoever. I don't even know who on the other side. I don't even know who played that side.
That was Solomon.
To be honest with you.
That was Solomon.
There you go. He needs to be inside.
Yeah.
Put him inside, default inside, and get you 2 dominant pass rushers. Get rid of Eric Armstead. Okay? And our defense is set. We good to go. And then the last thing before I go is, I heard Shanahan said something about, they asked him about Fred Warner. And he said, well, right now we haven't made a decision because, we're Ruben forced to come back. Hold on. Come on. Hey, Shanny, I love you, baby. You keep them boys on the field together.
No. Don't be
ain't
fooled.
No one in and taking one out. Nah, we're not doing that now.
Don't be fooled. Shanahan just doesn't want to start anything in the locker room. Malcolm Smith,
the
spotlight is on Malcolm Smith. If we want to holler at somebody, I'll mention him later. Malcolm Smith is, Richie, we got to go, though.
Yeah, Ronbo, get on him. And if somebody bring him up, I was going to mention him, man. He wasted money, man. He wasted money.
Damn. Richie, I tell you what, Red Gold Radio tomorrow, okay?
Sir. All right, brother. I'm going to holler at you, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Have a nice night, bro.
You too. Hey, Pedro.
This call is being recorded.
Pedro. Oh, man. The president of the, hey, Pedro,
What's going on, my brother?
Is that your TV, Pedro? Okay, that's somebody else.
No, that's not.
Off.
All right, guys. Listen, guys, do not unmute yourself, please. Do not unmute yourself. The reason we mute you is because it's going to bring an outside noise. You see what just happened? So please, stay muted. We did it on purpose. And as soon as your time comes up, we're going to unmute you. Promise. All right. Thanks, fam. All right. Pedro, come on in, man.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, Pedro's the president of the Atlanta
listen.
chapter. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, listen, man. 1983, week 1, we lost it.
Yeah.
1985, week 1, we lost it. 1987, week 1, we lost it. Same thing happened in 91, 97, 99, 2000. In those years, we had Montana and Young. I wonder what those faithfuls were saying about those quarterbacks when we lost week 1.
Yeah.
Did they really want Montana Young to be benched or be out? Come on, man. This is like a marriage.
Hey, Pedro, you know what's
Good
funny?
times, bad times.
Pedro, one thing, though. You know what's really funny? Because Steve Young was being hit hard because of the fact that everybody wanted Montana back. That's pretty funny, huh?
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me some more stats.
I agree. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Yes, it was a tough loss, but everybody needs to remember one thing. The Vikings are a team that just finished the NFC Championship, and they were like, the studs. They actually were the Cinderella story of the NFL. Of course, their hype were on their side. Same thing. If we were in their shoes, we were expected to win. No question about it. Now the Falcons lost to the actual champions right now, and the same thing. I mean, what was week 1 for the NFC champion, and they won the runner-up? Their hopes are to win. We are the underdogs. Very first game, and what happened? Garnett, Mr. Glass, he went down. Of course, and he had to start. Everything started to shift. Person went down. Everything started to shift. I mean, you have to put players that were not prepared for that role. Of course, everybody has to be prepared. Sorry about that. But when you already have your scheme, you already have your mindset, you have your plan, you have your programs, and everybody has their assignments. Last minute, somebody has to step up, but you're now putting different roles to different people. And this is what's causing a little bit of confusion. And yes, these are people that are getting paid to do that job, but at the same time, you need to concentrate on what you're doing. And if I'm a right tackle, I'm assigned to be right tackle. And by the moment I start being guard or I'm being shifted, I mean, sometimes the play is not in my head. That's what we saw Jimmy going all over the place, being pressured. I mean, look at I forgot the who run the wrong route. Somebody just say, "Oh, I run the wrong route." It's like, dude, that's the thing that's happening. Yes, that's why Jimmy threw the pick 6.
Yeah.
I mean, when people are still in the preseason mode, you have to remove the rust, man. I mean, come on, every game counts from now on. We cannot be like, this happened. Yeah, those mistakes can be fixable. But I mean, come on, Solomon Thomas, come on, everybody and their grandma knew that it was a hard count. How in the world you cannot concentrate on that? Even my dad, rest in peace, he knew from heaven, look, they're going to make them jump outside. And he did. How in the world did that happen? I don't know.
I could not get over
man.
that. Damn it.
Discipline. It is discipline. You know, it has to go back to the basics. And it does hurt, but at the same time, you have to give props to the defense.
Yeah.
You know, to
overall,
stay only within 8 points. Hey, man.
Yeah.
This was a good. It was a good showing. Yes, it hurts. A loss hurts, but yeah, 8 points is not. It's not that bad. I was listening to NFL radio.
Exactly.
They were giving the Vikings to win 34-17. 34-17. Are you kidding me? No, that's crazy.
Yeah, more than one said, "I'll look for that game to get out of here." And should be double digits. We should have beat the Vikings lopsided. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yes.
You know, that's okay, Pedro, because anybody watching the game that has any knowledge of the game knows what happened in that game. And it wasn't like we got beat up. We got stupided up, but we didn't get beat up. But hey, Pedro, look like we're out of time. It's time for us to have one of our meetings anyway. I'm going to get back to you shortly, okay?
Okay, my brother. Take care.
All right, Pedro. You too. Have a good night. There's Pedro, the president of the Atlanta GA 49ers club organization. If you look up for Pedro, it's Spartan Empire. These are Spartan. Am I right? Spartan Empire. Yeah, Spartan Empire 49. Just check out Atlanta 49ers chapter. Let me go to the Hulk.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Boy, I tell you, Hulk, man, I'm just trying to get over an unnecessary loss, just completely unnecessary. And this loss has a cast of characters behind it. But Jimmy G's getting all the grief. That's what's pissing me off.
Yes, he is.
They point the finger. I said, what are you pointing Jimmy for? Jimmy did his damn job.
Totally
you don't have any right side protection for him. They're coming in killing him. You got guys out here dropping touchdowns, and you gonna tell me it's Jimmy G's fault? Get the man! I was running around the house screaming and yelling. God, yeah.
But you know what? There is a silver lining, and there's something that you have to think. There's something that you got to think about. Okay. Going back to 2011, when the players negotiated a new contract where they didn't want to have as much practice. So these guys aren't practicing nearly as much as they do. So timing is off, rhythm is off. They're actually softer. That's why they're getting more injuries.
True.
And so you have to look at yesterday as almost like a fifth preseason game, but it actually counted.
Yeah.
So then you look at it this way. We this is just something that we just repeatedly said. With all the turnovers, the 3 interceptions and the fumble, we still only lost by 8. So consider this. In the second half, we gave up 1 touchdown. In the second half, that defense gave up 1 touchdown. With Solomon as nasty as the other caller said, which I don't think he's as bad as he said. With all the things that we had going on defense, all the question marks, this guy's dead, he needs to step up, etc. We gave up 1 touchdown. Now, also, you have to look at this. When we turn the ball over, that's an extra possession for the other team.
Yep.
So if you take those 4 turnovers away, that's 4 less possessions for that team. And as you said, time and time again, it's a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if it's a field goal or if it's a touchdown, it's a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And so they lose 2 guards in the same game. They only dress 7 offensive linemen. They lose 2 guards. Now the 1 guard has to shift to right, and it's just a mess. And like you said, the whole right side is just collapsing down.
Oh.
And then Jimmy G was a little high on a lot of his passes.
True.
Garcon, listen, he's a 10, 11-year pro? Come on, now get your hands on that ball. There's a lot of things there's a lot of things that went wrong, but here's the thing. None of those issues are where you can't correct them in practice. You can't go into film study and say, man, what are we going to do? Do we need a taller receiver? Do we need bigger? No, these things are correctable. That's all. It's just mental mistakes and mental mishaps in which allow that to happen. And still, at the end of the game, 8 points. I mean, they got a chance to win it. I mean, it's not as bad as it seems. I mean, I know it's ugly because we heard it all, the whole week. And but listen, Minnesota's defense was number 1 last year. It was in the NFC Championship game. They had 6 They had 6 months to prepare for Jimmy G. So now
True.
they're going to get this right. So Jimmy G had 8 starts total, and his entire with yesterday was number 8, but it was number 58 for Kirk Cousins. Well, of course he's going to look better. So Shanahan is still working in Jimmy G and a lot of things that he's doing, a lot of the nuances of the offense and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's just there's just so many things that are upside to where you look at it and say, hey, you know what? Hey, they got that. No big deal. Come back next week, and I'm looking at this game now. Detroit looks like fried garbage.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. See, here's the thing. Next week they'll look flawless because shame has got to be creeping in each and everybody's mind on that team. If you made Kendrick Bourne will never run a bad route again as long as he's in San Francisco. Garcon will catch the ball next week because he knows he's partly responsible for that loss. If George Kittle misses another pass all year, I'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that Minnesota was able to capitalize on, that they're calling Minnesota now the juggernaut team and favorite to go to the Super Bowl again over that one win. I'm not amused. I'm not impressed. This is what I'm talking about.
But wait a minute. But how can they do that? Listen, we had 20 first downs. They had 19. They had 343 total yards. We had 327. We had 237 pass yards. They had 227. We had 90 rushing yards. They had 116. Penalties, 3 for 21. They had 7 for 52. The biggest key part here is turnovers, 4 and 1. But even if you look at time of possession, Niners 28 minutes and 51 seconds, Minnesota 31. It's not that. It's not so.
Preach it to the choir. I'm right with you. We're in lockstep. We got to stop here, though. Hulk, let me see you tomorrow, man. We'll continue this on Red Go Radio, okay?
No doubt.
Oh, man.
All right, now.
All right, Phil. Have a good night. Appreciate you getting in here, too.
Yes, sir.
That's out. Let's go check out Monroe.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Monroe, you know, man, we're sitting over here going over the tail of the tape and wondering why. I'm more angry with the praise that Kirk Cousins is getting than I am the 49ers losing. I said, y'all go talk about my boy like he's got a tail, and Kirk Cousins did a little half-assed job out there, and now he's the king of the weekend. Oh, please.
Oh, man, we can't tune into that stuff. It's only week 1.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And I just really feel like, this week 1, I think Garoppolo was kind of excited. He had to go through them little bumps and bruises real quick. You know what I'm saying? It was good for him. I didn't want to lose, but I think in the longevity, it was good for him to lose this game.
Yeah, get this out of the way. That's true. Take that pressure off.
Yeah.
All right, guys, now get out there, work, get mad, work harder, get some revenge. Let's go. You know? Yeah, you're right. I agree with that, too. Yeah.
Yeah. And, I believe in next man step up, on the guard. So I hope we get that guard situation
it's scary.
Worked out.
It's scary.
But man, Fred Warner, man, I'm excited about him.
Yeah. See, that's why Ruben being out.
Man, wait till Ruben come back, man.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
And this is why Malcolm Smith being out is Malcolm Smith is pissing me off by not being able to play for over a year and then some. But if he's not out, Warner's not playing. Malcolm Smith is out now. I don't care what Kyle's joking about. It's going to be Fred Warner and Reuben Foster when we play the Chiefs. Guaranteed.
So, Ronbo, I got a question. So, we run the 4-3. So, what do you think about Fred Warner, Reuben Foster, and Elijah Lee?
Wait, Fred, Elijah Lee, and Fred and Reuben?
Reuben Foster. Yeah.
No, you know what? I like in Ziocha at the Sam, though. That dude is better than even I thought. I thought he was okay. But he showed me something in this game. He's the backup. Though anybody think things goes wrong, you could feel good about him coming in. 49ers understand I could be looking at some more linebackers too, because we need some more help in depth. But Elijah Lee's gonna be okay. I agree. But I want Fred and Ruben as my Mike and my Will. That is going to be a fiendish combination. Fiendish. Ain't gonna be no running. Ain't gonna be no running.
So, Ronbo, what you think about? I think this really is going to happen. What you think about Goodwin and Pettis? I think that might happen.
I know, right? Pierre's got to step it up. If you know, he's got to step it up. We've seen Dante, and he's only going to get better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's even better than Bourne. You know what I'm saying? That guy was he was abusing them cornerbacks.
I know.
He was abusing them like a rag dog.
You can't guard Kendrick Bourne.
They could not keep up with him.
And if you keep up with him, he's going to put a move on you anytime he likes to get rid of you. I don't care who you are. He's going to get rid of you. Yeah. Kyle's seen that. I guarantee you he's seen that. You make mistakes, Kyle's going to get pissed soon. He makes people sit down. Carlos Hyde is in Cleveland right now because he pissed him off. Shanahan is very impatient. He looks like a nice, gentle guy. He will not tolerate imperfection. Solomon T needs to be careful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really can't say that. I don't think the pass rush wasn't that bad yesterday.
No, mistakes.
Because
mistakes. Not his overall play. Just mistakes. Eric Armstead's got to be careful too. But they got to be careful. They'll get.
But they were still pushing that line though. They still had Kirk Cousins moving.
True.
As long as because you got to think about it, like Buckner said. All I need for them to do is to get the push. I'll take care of the sack.
That's what he says too.
Just push that wall.
Yeah. But no, we got to stop. I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow, though, because everybody seems to have something to say today. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, okay? Appreciate you.
Don't worry about Stephen A. Don't worry about Stephen A.
Oh,
I mean, you don't know that guy. Yeah, don't worry about him. You know,
if I ever see him in a restaurant out on the street or something.
Never take it. Well, man, don't never take that guy serious. So anyway, I'll check you out, Ronbo. Niners, and we out.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Nathaniel Hurley, otherwise known as So Made of Money. Happy birthday. No, I thought I got a letter. Okay, anyway. Nathaniel Hurley says, happy birthday, Angel Cortez. Thanks, fam. All right. Let's get... Hey, Rev. Come on in, Rev. I'm glad you got the number, because Rev was trying to find out how to get in here.
Ronbo.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
First off, let me let me get this out the way.
Yes.
Let me give a shout out to my Niner fan worldwide, red and gold, that represented, showed love. We had a great time. It was just good to see just 49er football on Sunday. Well, now that I got that out the way, let's talk about this game. I would like to address the elephant in the room and just say I've seen the posts on Facebook of, Jimmy G this, Jimmy G that, team this, team that, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things I take in perspective. First of all, we just played the number one defense in the league. Minnesota is we knew what it was going into the game. So for us to lose by 8, that game could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. I would definitely give credit to our pass rush. It made me smile. And the thing, what gets me about this game is they hit Jimmy 3 times, we hit Kirk Cousins 3 times. But the fact is that we got behind that line and made Kirk Cousins move. My problem is leaving that open underneath, wide open all the time, and missed tackles. That was pissing me off more than anything.
God.
It's one thing to where, I can see if you miss one tackle on the play, but we had one series where we missed consecutive tackles to where we could have had 3 and outs several times on them. But it's first game of the season. We had a tough road game. Okay, cool. Fix all that bullshit. I'm watching the Lions and the Jets right now, and the Detroit Lions look like dumpster trash juice to me. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about them. And I'm really not even seeing the play calling that we had on Sunday, which it was shaky at times, but it was good. But the injuries hurt us. And if you got 4 turnovers in a game, you're not going to win a game. You're not. Mental mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get this stuff in perspective. In order for us to succeed, we got to get these mental mistakes and work on it and fix it. Hey, we could have lost to the Vikings by 20-plus points. By 20-plus points. But we didn't. We lost by 8. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. I would take this loss now at the first game of the season as opposed to taking this loss later on in the season. Because my objective right now is just for us to get 10 games under our belt, win 10 games. And we will get there, fam. Listen to me, Niner fam. The Rev is telling you right now, we will get there. Brick by brick, I trust the process. Nothing can't happen overnight. It cannot happen at the snap of a finger the way that we want it to happen. Garoppolo is our leader. I'm not tripping. All right, cool. Get all this out in the first game. Come next week, beat the snot piss out of these damn Detroit Lion Cubs. Beat the snot piss out of them. Mm-hmm. Beat the snot piss out of them. The defense, it was good to see Richard Sherman out there. It was good to just to see them, do what they need to do. I would definitely that dude Fred Warner, man, a goddamn animal. An animal. Like I'm gonna throw this out. I'm gonna throw this out there right now. If Patrick Willis is listening to this radio show or anybody, can we give Fred Warner number 52? That's Patrick Willis 2.0. That kid, I was like, yo, he is all over the field. When Reuben comes back, Reuben Foster and Warner, that's going to be a problem. I see it already. It's going to be a problem.
Yes.
Because that kid, Fred Warner, had instincts in that game to where he was hitting gaps. He was hitting tackles. He was going in zone. And I was like, you know what? Put number 52 on that boy. Put number 52 on that boy. So Niner fam, I'm here to tell you, the Rev, I see. I'm about to go to the book on them. I'm about to go to the book on them, Ronbo. The Book of Champions. The Book of Champions.
But Rev,
I need to break that book out.
Before you do, we got to stop, Rev, because we're gonna run out of time. We've got a lot of folks, but Rev, boy, I sure did appreciate that. Hey, that was enlightening.
Ronbo, appreciate the love. Niners for life. Hey, heads up, Niner fam. Brick by brick, we got this. Yeah. Everybody be safe. Keep us in the prayers. I got a hurricane coming my way.
Oh.
Just keep us in the Carolinas in your prayers.
Yes.
I love you guys. I'll keep in touch on social media if I can.
Please do,
hey,
Rev.
It is what it is.
All right, fam. We'll be tweeting you.
All right.
All right, Rev. Have a great night, fam. Careful. All right. Here's Rev speaking the gospel at truth as usual. You know what I forgot to do? Hey, what was I thinking? I'm so hard. See, Stephen A. Smith got in my head. I can't even. Okay, let me go ahead and my man. Angel Cortez, man. He's with us all the time. Let me do the happy birthday. Let me do that voice. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angel. Happy Niners birthday to you. Angel, I'm telling you, man, if we just could have got that win for you, but still, it's like everybody says, we played like slop and lost by 8. Wait till we start playing right. Hey, Felix.
What's up, man?
Oh, Felix, man.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm recovering now. I got together with the fam here. Everybody's making me feel much better. So, Felix. Hey, Felix, but what are you thinking, man? I mean, Rev has spoke on some great issues. Pedro brought up some things, Rev. But what are you thinking here tonight?
Look, it ain't that bad. Did you see the way the Buffalo Bills look? You see how the Dallas Cowboys look?
We should be grateful.
Detroit Lions look. Listen. Everybody's on this. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo, he ain't. This starts. Okay, he lost. Ooh. He lost. So he got that off his chest. It's not like we were playing the Dolphins or anybody. We're playing the NFC champions, the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, it's a good team. Two things you look at with McKinnon not being able to play, our running game really hasn't started. And second too, we didn't have our safety. Jimmy Garoppolo don't have a safety blanket. That's Marquise Goodwin. He didn't have a safety blanket there. Because that's his man, right? That's the go-to guy right there.
That. You're right.
So then too, and that's my issue I have with players not playing in the preseason. The offense really is not going to be in full go to about week 2 or 3 of the regular season. Look, dude, I'm not worried about anything at all. I like what I saw. It could have been a whole lot worse. But I felt like, because look, no, Ronbo, I've been a 49ers fan since I was a kid. I've seen worse starts from the Niners in opening games. And, look at the quarterback. We have Rattay and Hoyer and all them other bums. And we have Garoppolo. We have a good quarterback. So I just think, like, right now, they need to put the brakes. It's just game 1. The 49ers really didn't wake up to the second half. I mean, going from San Francisco.
Right? So looked like a different team in the second half. Agreed.
So they were a different team. I'm going to tell you something, man. Cal Shanahan better leave that boy Fred Warner on the field because that dude's hitting.
Don't even worry about it. Fred is going to be up as one of the rookies of the week. Watch and see. I don't know how soon they're going to get that up, but watch Fred be in it, around the top of the list.
Man, dude, that dude right there is I'm impressed with our defense. I'm impressed with the pass rush. Like I say, man, it's just game 1. And like I said, if we got beat like that by like the Detroit Lions or another team or a team that's terrible,
then we need to worry.
It'd be a different story. But and like I said, and I'm gonna tell you something. I think they need to put Richie James in the game. I like him. I like Richie James. I was on Kendrick Bourne, but I like Richie James. But I think we get the running game going with Matt Breida and Albert Morris, and then that takes some of that pressure off of Garoppolo, and then he can really start doing his thing. So I'm not worried about anything or this, that, and other as far as look, a quarterback could be, what's his name, that dude for the Buffalo Bills, Peterman, whatever his name is.
Who got benched? Yeah, Peterman was made to sit the hell down before the game was, I think that about before the half.
So, I mean, I'm not, and I think that the 49ers schedule this year is very favorable.
Yeah, it is.
I think we have a winnable schedule. And look at Arizona. Arizona look like straight crap. Oh my goodness. I mean, they just got handled by the Redskins. So I'm not worried about anything or this, that, and other. Some changes have to be made. I think we shot ourselves in the foot. Kittle's missed some passes or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen again. He hasn't had enough reps with Garoppolo. But, get off the board. Get off his back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get off. He'll be all right. I'm not worried about anything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. It's game 1. I'm glad that we got this. I'm glad we got this loss. It's a wake-up call for the Niners. It's a wake-up call for Garoppolo. It could have been a whole lot worse, dude.
Yeah, not good.
It could have been a whole lot worse. And if you ask me, we started to run. They really weren't able to run the ball. You got to think about it. Kirk Cousins was put into a position. He already had the number 1 defense. Yeah. He had some playmakers.
And that's the only reason he won, Felix. That's the only reason he won is because of that defense. But Felix, you got to go. And that's going to be the subject tomorrow on Red and Gold Radio.
Oh yeah, we good, man. Don't pay Stephen A. Smith no attention with his 5 head. He ain't got a 4-head 5 head. Don't worry about him.
Hey, Felix, appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and see you tomorrow, all right?
Okay, all right.
All right, fam. That says 8843 BLK Kels, thanks, fam. Appreciate it. Thank you. And hey, Michael, come on in here, my favorite Marin County dude.
Ronbo, what's happening tonight, buddy?
Man, I should have known better to get up and read the dailies or watch any of the stuff across the internet, man. I really, it's just disturbing, you know. And we've got to develop a thick skin as 49er fans because we've had the last 3 or 4 years, but that just really, I cannot handle people taking direct shots at a guy that's won his first 7 out of 8 games. Like all of a sudden now the truth is uncovered. Now y'all see all the hype, all the talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. It's Stephen A. His name is not Jimmy G. His name is Jimmy Garoppolo. And you're to blame. He starts pointing at the guys on his show. And you're to blame of it. You and I. Damn, dude. What is your problem? He just hates Jimmy G. So I'm just, wow. I'm done with Stephen A. I'll never watch him again. I'm going to try not to. But Mike, it's your time. I'm sorry. I get, oh, go ahead.
No, it's our time, Ronbo. And I love it, man. I mean, these guys, they don't watch the game. They don't know what happened during the game. They don't know that Jimmy Garoppolo dropped one right in front of George Kittle. They don't know that Jimmy Garoppolo dropped one right into Pierre Garçon's hands in the end zone. They don't know that Jimmy Garoppolo dropped one right into Dante Pettis' hands, but Trey Waynes made a great play on the ball. They don't see that, Ronbo. All they see is 3 interceptions, and they think they got it all covered. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo's horrible. Jimmy Garoppolo this, Jimmy Garoppolo that. Jimmy Garoppolo played a hell of a game. We had a lot of drop passes and missed opportunities, fumbles. And Jimmy Garoppolo was great out there, I thought. I really enjoyed it. It shows me that we are going to kick some ass this year. That first game, I'm telling you, man, every year the first game is a little bit fluky and stuff. And you can never really count on that first game. Weird stuff always happens. And I'm telling you, George Kittle is going to have a huge year. I'm calling it right now, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have a huge year. And that's going to happen. And also, Alfred Morris was having a really good game up to the point where he fumbled down at that goal line. He ran well. I mean, he had an 11-yard run, a 7-yard run. He was making some nice runs and stuff.
Falling forward for 2 and 3 yards.
Yeah, he always falls forward. And Pierre Garçon is not a has-been. Who the hell said that earlier? That is garbage talk right there. That is garbage talk. Pierre Garçon is going to be a big part of this offense going forward, whether you like it or not, man. I mean, he is a solid vet that's got great hands. And I'll tell you what, I looked at that. We were talking about that catch that he dropped in the end zone.
He got undercut
yesterday, and I figured out what it was, Ronbo. The reason his arms shot forward and he didn't pull the ball in, he was hit early. He got hit before the ball hit him. That should have been a pass interference.
I got to go back and look at that.
Go back and look at that, Ronbo. Look at the timing of it. The guy hits him before he catches the ball. The guy doesn't even touch his arms. He doesn't touch the ball, but he just hits him from the back before he catches it. It was an early contact.
And, Mike, you know something else, too. How about hitting an what do we call it? A term for a defenseless receiver? You know, that shot while he's up in the air and being hit like that, that's a little strange. You're right. Maybe there should have been a flag on that play no matter what.
No, there was. He got him early. It was just a little bit early, but it was early, Ronbo. My brother told me. I was talking to my brother today on the phone, and he goes, "Hey, you got to see that." He said, "Garçon got hit early on that. Did you know that?" And I said, "No, dude. I was watching it in slow motion. I was watching the ball in his arms. I wasn't really watching the defender." But then I went back and looked at the defender, and I'm like, "Holy smokes, he hit him early." So yeah. But anyways, man, this Jimmy G stuff, man, that guy, I mean, that's probably what that guy wants. You know, he wants us rattling on and on phone lines about him, you know. But Ronbo, I'm nothing but encouraged, man. I'm nothing but encouraged, man. And I think the Niner Empire, anyone who feels negative about this team right now, man, I beg you to go back and watch the game again and just really look at the opportunities that were there, because when you're playing a sound defense like the Minnesota Vikings and there are not any opportunities, then you're going, damn, we can't move the ball against these guys. We got nothing, you know. But their guys were open. George Kittle was open. Dante Pettis was open. I mean, Kyle Juszczyk was wide open. I mean, Shanahan's play calling was great. I mean, these plays were getting the guys open and stuff and creating the opportunities.
And he lost Goodwin early. See, that's one of his bread and butter guys. And see? And we still only lost by a lousy 8 points. This is why I said, give me a break with how mighty the Vikings are. Come on.
Exactly. And I know Solomon Teed didn't, he was pretty quiet during the game, and he didn't stick out. But, I want to say one thing. He did play 30, I want to say it was 39 snaps, and Ronald Blair had 24 snaps. So they were rotating around. Solomon was definitely not in there the whole game. Buckner had like 53 snaps or 58 snaps, something like that. But the defensive line, I thought, did a good job because they did get pressure on Kirk Cousins. And it was guys like Brock Coyle that kept missing tackles and taking bad angles, and guys like Jaquaski Tart, he was missing some tackles too. That was really pissing me off. And then he had the blown coverage on Kyle Rudolph in the end zone. It was pretty good coverage, but he couldn't get it done. And then he came back it was like right after that they came back the next time the Vikings had the ball, and he had an interception. Yeah, he had the interception right in his hands. Ronbo. Come on, man.
I know, Mike. We need to stop here, though. Red Gold Radio, we will continue to spotlight why we lost this game tomorrow. Okay. Oh, God.
Ronbo, thank you for doing what you do, my man. I love you.
Thanks, fam. Love you back too. Look for you tomorrow if you get some time. Okay.
All right. Have a great night. Shout out to the Empire.
Yeah.
Go Niners.
Yeah. Let's go check out number 10, Roberto.
Ronbo, look, Ronbo. No.
I know. Yeah. It looks like. Is there a score already?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm checking it out. There you go, Roberto. But we're not gonna have a lot of time, Roberto.
No.
We're gonna have to let me hear from you. What do you got to say today?
Hey, Ronbo. What up?
Yeah, we're still a little worried about the fact that we lost the game we could have won, but it's okay. Everybody's got great reasons tonight as to what really took place yesterday, so we don't need to be worried about next week or the next week or the next week or the next week, because I already know the Chiefs are not going to get away with murder with Fred Warner and Reuben Foster together. They're not going to get away with that with Jimmy G having his perfect timing, and Marquise Goodwin will be back. Defense will be ready too. Roberto, what are you thinking, man?
Man, a lot of people are talking about Jimmy G.
Mm-hmm.
That they're talking crap about him.
Yeah, lots of it too.
Yeah. And then they're talking bad about Sherman too. That supposedly he got owned or.
I haven't heard that. Are they talking bad about Sherman?
Yeah.
Sherman did not have a bad week. Or game.
Yeah. Like I saw that, like the Seahawks fans and then like the Ram fans talking about Sherman. Oh, he sucks. That he got owned by who was it? By Xavier Rhodes or something?
No, maybe, you know what? Sherman only I think they got one reception. I think that was what's the name of their star wide receiver? Diggs. I think Diggs, I think his name is Diggs. Yeah. I think Diggs made one catch. That's all Sherm gave up all day. If they want to make a big deal out of that, let him go ahead and make it. He didn't give up nothing else. That's
and then like the Ram fans are talking that Jimmy G sucks, that he's a bust.
Yeah, well, he won't suck in Game 7.
And then that we pay all this money for him, and
It's all right. They can talk. I hope they do talk. The more they talk, the more they talk, Roberto, the better.
Woo!
That way, by week 7, let them keep talking. Let's see what happens then. Everybody will be ready.
Yeah. And I hope that the Rams lose tonight.
I wouldn't bet on the Raiders, but I hope the Raiders do win. But I don't see it happen. But we'll see.
No. You so react, Rams. You want to die, so react, little sheeps. Bah, bah, bah. You Vegas fans.
Roberto, I tell you what though. Roberto, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna see tomorrow night because we got a lot of people. I want to get to that game too.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got somebody that want to talk to you.
Who's that?
Hold on, Ronbo.
You know he's got something. I know watch him come back in a different form. He's gonna probably have a mask of and yes, I've met him before.
Yeah, this is the MC9. He's the real one right here.
Hey, he can. We got MC Niner versus MC Faux Niner.
Yeah. He left your house. He came to my house. Hey, what are you doing in my house, man? Are you is your owner? Ronbo, your owner? What the hell? Hey, wait. What you gotta tell the Red fans? Same old sorry ass Rams. Hey, and what else you gotta tell the Raiders fans?
Same old sorry ass Raiders.
And then the Raiders.
Hey, Roberto, we can hope for a tie with them tonight. That'll ruin both of them. Roberto, I'm out, Roberto. We'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, shout out to Ronbo Sports.
Yeah.
And sorry, Rams, you suck. Suck your shit. All right. Peace out, Ronbo.
All right, peace out, Roberto.
Peace, man. Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Oh, man. You always depend on Roberto for a good show. Hey, look, let me go ahead. Hey, Jason.
She's kind of. Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Jason, man, we're sitting back here and raking over the ashes. And you know, it's so funny because I can't wait to go back and look at that replay of why Garcon, because Garcon never misses shots like that. Now, Mike said his brother checked out. Garcon was clipped before that ball got there. It was one of them perfectly timed shots that had him flipping in the air before he could even make the catch. That's fine. You know, everything about that game smells like a... Jason.
It was a dogfight, really. You know, when I listened to them talk about how Shanahan was scheming up since the offseason, pretty much the OTAs for this one game, and when McKinnon got put out, well, what do you think Minnesota was doing? Mike Zimmer is a defensive maniac. They have the personnel over there, so it was a dogfight, and I feel really good that with all of our mistakes and even with Solomon at the end, you know, it shouldn't have came down to that bottom line with that. But with all that went on, we lost by 8 to a great defense, to great schemes. And this is not making excuses, but what we should do collectively as fans is trust the process like we keep saying and understand it's week 1. Garcon is still official. He's still a good player. Whatever happened to Trent
Taylor?
Where he
He was kind of invisible yesterday, and you mentioned him. I forgot about him.
He just got missing. He was like this guy who was like, no, we're not going to draft nobody because we got some third down specialists. I'm like, wait, show me your face. Let me see it.
But, Jason, you know, in defense of that, I just want to point out one thing. If you don't have a run game, it becomes you become one-dimensional.
Ronbo.
We didn't have any run game
I put that
to speak
of. In your comment, in the comment section on the Facebook. I said that in there. I wrote a whole paragraph on that one-dimensional, how, you know, honestly, I think it's karma, though, Ronbo, for how we disrespected the great, inconvenient truth, Frank Gore. He still wanted to play for us. He wanted to retire at 9, and we shitted on him. So we said, we got Carlos now. We got well, you know, Jed York's up there, and, you know, that whole thing. But we got Carlos Hyde now. He's the future Frank Gore. So we cut our ties with Frank Gore. Now we put off all of our stock in, let me not even mention Glenn Coffey and Lattimore and Kendall Hunter and these other. I'm not even going to go there. But we put all this stock in Carlos. All right, Carlos, you're the franchise guy. Well, why did we get rid of Carlos to put in his place a 3-year older version of Carlos in Alfred Morris, who can't even catch out the backfield so far that I can see?
Yeah.
So we got Carlos. We could have stuck with Carlos if we was just going to go get Alfred Morris.
Well, but when they went and got Alfred later, but I don't know if they were going to be able to sign Jarek and Carlos to a more expensive contract, right? And Jarek,
I told you about that small ball. Go ahead, though, Ronbo.
But I'm just saying, Jarek fits the Shanahan vision. I'm thinking about some of the mismatches that would have worked out yesterday had Jarek been there. Some of the things George Kittle did.
Are you not seeing the theme here? Are you not seeing the theme here? These little guys are running around and getting popped. Yo, remember Dave Meggett? Yeah. He was a third down back, but you had Rodney Hampton. You had Otis Anderson. Yeah. You know, you got to have a running back
some muscle.
There. Remember this, Warwick Dunn was the only guy I've seen at that size to be durable enough. And he always had Mike Allstott, but I'm just saying, come on. Breida got put out with he just did a chop block, I think it was. It's just a little block going for the preseason. Like, they're complimentary
back. That 500 dude fell down on top of him. That is the largest defensive back alignment I've ever seen. And he had to fall down on the smallest guy in the field. So, yeah, I hear you, though.
Jimmy was under pressure. I'm not even going to give Jimmy excuses. The pressure came, and he had some adversity. It's okay. Yeah. It's football.
No.
He goes, look at Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. 18-0. We're going to go, the Giants front seven put the pressure on Tom Brady. And you perform different when people flying at your kneecaps and all that. It's different. And especially, like you said, no running game, one-dimensional.
And
no play action. Nobody's respecting the play action.
And no right guard. I got my left tackle playing right guard. You know that we could give Jimmy reasons, but still, I'm not blaming him as much as I am some of the people that drop touchdowns. That's where my grief is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll
got to execute.
We'll get it back. Bam. Hey, Jason, we got to go. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and enjoy that Rams game because I'm watching the chat. It's hilarious what they're saying about Ndamukong Suh. I knew it.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
All right, Jason. Talk to you tomorrow, fam.
Yep.
All right, man. All right. Area code is 985. 985, come on in.
What's going on, baby?
Oh, man. We're sitting back here and trying to digest what happened. It's Monday night. We like to roast people. But tonight, we're doing some roasting, man, on everybody. What is your name?
Down here in Greater Louisiana.
I'm sorry, what's your name? Wait, what's your name again?
Clayton Jenkins.
Jenkins?
Yeah, Clayton Jenkins. Call me Red Dog.
Okay, Red Dog. All right, yeah, I like that. And that fits with the theme, too, of the 49ers. Red Dog. Red Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, man. Hey, looking forward to next week.
First time caller.
Hey, appreciate it, fam.
I'm excited to be in here, man. The 49er fan, man.
Yeah. It's going to get better, too.
Hey, I take a lot from this game. I take a lot from it, man, because they got a lot of negative, but I see a lot of positive, man.
Lots.
I see a lot of positive. I really do. Because, man, the way we played, like the caller, earlier said, man, we could have been, beat down, really beat down. But the defense, man, they held in, man. They held in and they held their own, man. And they did their own, man. They did their own, man. And my thing is, man, they regardless of what Stephen A. Smith say, man, look, that dude, man, look. I listened to him time to time, but I knew exactly what type of person he is. The minute you go down in a negative way, he pound on you.
Yep.
He really pound on you. So I don't take nothing for what he say for serious, man, because what he say is he gonna say what he gonna say.
Yep.
Whatever come out, he gonna come out.
And Red Dog, he has to walk around with bodyguards. The man makes everybody mad. How you gonna do? God.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Man, exactly, man. Hey, I've seen a lot of positive, man. Is what, even though even though Jimmy G had three interceptions, man, I still seen a lot of positive in it, man. I still see that same Jimmy G. We had, a lot of folks up front, you know what I'm saying? What offensive line would manage to go through what we went through? The one guard go down, you know what I'm saying? The first offensive guard go down, and then his backup go down. Who would manage that, man? Mm-hmm. You tell me any team in the league would manage that. Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
It's hard.
Ain't no way. You lose your bread and butter receiver. The right side of your line is gone, and
exactly.
The frustration came. Red Dog, I got a feeling. I hope it's not true, but Jimmy G threw that interception right after George Kittle missed that touchdown. Right? I got a feeling we've seen some emotion out of Jimmy. I think he was pissed. I don't know. I got this feeling because he threw that ball. And it got picked off a little too easy. I just, oh, shit. Oh, my God. So,
Jimmy going to be all right, man.
Yeah.
Smooth, calm, collected dude, man. He going to be all right, man. And no part need to get phased about this. This dude going to bounce back in a big way.
Oh, yeah.
I see this. This dude going to bounce back. Man.
Easily.
I see it.
And next week is perfect timing, too. You play Detroit next week, fix some of the problems you had, you get to practice against them, go into that overrated Kansas City. I don't care what they did yesterday. Kansas City could be beat. And if Patrick Mahomes starts throwing that bomb downfield, I got news for him. So I'm waiting for that game. Oh, I'm waiting for that game.
Hey, see all that stuff Kansas City was doing with that speedster coming out the backfield doing what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when Rube step in there, man, that won't be happening. It won't be happening, bro. A lot of stuff shut down with that, man.
Mm-hmm. Fred and Ruben together, some changes going to be made on that game. I do like it.
It's something serious, man. It's something serious. I'm excited, man. I'm coming down. Me and my wife, we coming down. We from Louisiana. We coming down for the Rams game.
Oh, it should be a party. I tell you what, hey, Red Dog, we gotta go though. There's a few more callers here I'm gonna get to before it's too late.
Okay.
But fam, I appreciate you getting in here tonight. All right? Don't be a stranger now.
Okay, please
right.
Talk to you, man.
All right.
All right. Good night. What you do.
Yeah, thanks, Red Dog. And let's go check out Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Wait, is he got the camera on him? I love to catch Nighthawk sleep. Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Don't say good night. It is time for the hawk. Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Nighthawk! Where you at, man? All right, Nighthawk could be back. Hey, PJ!
Hey, we say Ronbo.
Hey, PJ. Just going over a few things. It's Monday night. You know how we do. But, man. So what are you thinking, though, PJ? What are your thoughts here, man? You got anybody you want to roast or anything like that or whatever?
Yeah, I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith. He used to worry about getting some miracle grow and putting it on his forehead and getting some hair back.
Every time he lies, I think that the hairline goes back a little further. God, he is so full of crap. Man.
It's got constipation of the brain and diarrhea of the mouth.
Mm-hmm. At the same time. That's a terrible disorder. Whew, man. But, we'll get him. Because here's the thing, PJ. When the 49ers, and they will not be getting beat up all year long. If Stephen A. thinks that, he's got a surprise coming. So, I want to say, if the 49ers run off 3 or 4 games in a row, I'm going to be tweeting his ass every 2 hours. Hey, Stephen A., I've been trying to get a hold to you. It seems like we got to call him Jimmy G once again. I know you don't like that, but G fits him because the boy is a G. I mean, anything I can do to irritate him.
Exactly.
But what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that they need to work on getting the slippery fingers back sticky again so they can catch what they missed and take advantage of the opportunities what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keeps talking about, it could have been a lot worse for Minnesota. It could have been a lot, for us, it could have been a lot worse for them, too.
Should have been. They're supposed to be
badasses. We had some chances they left on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be NFC, almost made it to the Super Bowl. And they beat us by 8 points. Got Kirk Cousins in there. Better than Case Keenum, right? Come on, man. Where y'all at? 8 points and should have lost. So I feel pretty good about that. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, then it mattered most. And Minnesota was supposed to show up, man. They kind of faded, man. They're not ready for the big time.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota's an 8-8 team. The 49ers, they took advantage of 49ers screwing up. They did not beat the 49ers. So let's say the next team they play does not screw up. They go win. I think they play Green Bay next week. Now that's the test for them. Let's see what happens. Hope Aaron Rodgers is feeling well. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kirk Cousins is gonna get a kick to ass this season. It's not the guy leading them forward. It's not gonna be the guy. I don't see it.
We'll see. Man, I'll wait. I'll wait about 4 weeks because I got a feeling about that team. They may be getting a little too much love while we ain't getting enough. So that's gonna change, PJ. That's gonna change.
That's the problem. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. But anyway, PJ, what else you want to add?
You think Richard James will play in the next game?
Put it this way, we know Kyle. Kyle's gonna he'll put Kendrick Bourne will play next week, but Kendrick cannot have a day like he did. You forgot the route? You forgot the route? Kendrick, please don't. You did not say you forgot the route. See, he can't forget the route next week. Can't run the wrong route.
No.
Richie James does play. Oh, Kendrick, you could have said anything but that. But anyway, PJ.
You could see him at the press conference. He looked like he was so mad at all the mistakes that were made. Man, he looked like he was pissed.
They all should be upset. They know they left a lot of points on the table. They could have ran Minnesota out of Minnesota. Anyway, PJ, we got to go. We're running out of time. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Ronbo.
All right, PJ.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, fam.
You too.
All right. All right, let's go to New Jersey. Yeah, let's go to 856 and Camden, New Jersey. Hello. 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 New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey. Okay. I think New Jersey's having fun. Okay, New Jersey, you have a good night, and thanks for calling. All right, let's go back to Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo?
You Nighthawk. Well, Nighthawk, what is the score? Is it still 7-0, Mark? Is that it? Nighthawk, the all-made Raiders, I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if that's a coast-to-coast game. But the Rams are losing to the Raiders for now. I heard Ndamukong Suh's got steamrolled. It's looking good, Nighthawk. But Nighthawk, more importantly, what does a Nighthawk have to say tonight?
I got a Starman.
Uh-oh. Perfect timing. And now, Monday Night Raw. You know how we do. Let me holler at you.
Fuck concussion.
Kirk Cousins. Agreed. He got away. It's all right.
He got away. He got away. And everybody talking about Kirk Cousins is the man. He's not the man. He got fucking lucky.
I agree. What? Well, you know what? Game management. That's all he did.
Rambo. Jimmy had it. We just lost 3. It was 3 drops ball.
Yep.
At the end zone. 3 drop balls at the end zone. If they had cast that ball, we won't be losing by no 8 points.
Mm-hmm. Could have won by 13 or 14. Yeah, even with the mistakes.
And Thomas couldn't count down to 10 count. I mean, he jumped offside. That's not good.
He feels bad. I'm sure he feels like, I got a feeling between Solomon Thomas, Kendrick Bourne, George Kittle, even Garcon to some extent, nobody feels worse than they do. I mean, poor guys. They must really feel bad. So, I don't know. Look for them to have the best games of everybody next week.
You know what? It's okay because Seattle lost.
Yeah.
The Dad is lost.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals lost.
Yeah. And the Rams are getting beat. Hey, we could set a record. First time probably in a long time, every team in the NFC West gets a whooping in the first game. The Rams had that coming, though. Rams rested their starters all preseason long. All season long. They slept in bubble wrap. Oh, please be careful. Don't get here. Put some more cotton right gear. Get him right. Maybe get it. And now the Raiders open that ass. Let's see what happens later. Rams may come back, but right now they get an ass whooping.
But like I said, man, it's okay. Like I said, Kirk Cousins got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he better get lucky next week or else he's going to get a whooping.
Lucky because we didn't have no Ruben.
Yep. No Ruben. All I needed was Marquise Goodwin back in that game. I have a feeling without Goodwin, it's a different game for Jimmy G. He had to work with somebody else. He did a good job because Dante Pettis was not bad. But you still need Keese. That's Jimmy's guy. That's his comfort zone. That's where he goes when he's got a problem. Marquise. So,
But it's okay now. We got Detroit next. We're going to kick Detroit asses.
And Detroit know they need, boy. Poor Matt Patricia. Well, that's not our fault. He wanted to be a head coach.
But like I said, blame Mr. Showman. People going to talk. See, Mr. Showman's not dumb. He hears people talking.
I know. Yeah, I know. Sherm says he didn't.
Trust me. He heard everybody talking about him, talking about he suck, he's old. He gonna show him something.
He gave up one catch to one of the best receivers in the league. One catch. What else did Kirk do? Nothing. He got one. Well, he got a touchdown on a Kello. Okay. After that, what happened? Thielen. That wasn't even him. That was Kwaski. It's okay. We'll get him. No big deal.
It's okay. We lost that game. It's okay. I'm not mad. We got Detroit next. Detroit's going to get the ass kicked.
Now, I'm going to go, man. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow night on Red and Gold Radio, okay?
Okay, I'm going to say one thing.
Yeah.
Go Niners. Nighthawk is out. We're going to kick the ass of the Detroit Lions. I'm out.
All right. Good night, Nighthawk. Oh, man. Hey, Mark.
Yo, I'm with the man, the myth, the 49 fan legend, Ronbo Sports. It's your boy Mark.
My man, Mark. Oh, Mark, just real before we get anything else, give me a little synopsis of how low the heads may be hanging in the AZ area. I thought they was going to be better than that myself.
Man, I'm not. We're not too down out here, Ronbo. It's Vikings. They got the number one D in the NFL.
No, I'm not talking about 49er fans. I'm talking about Cardinal fans that you may have ran into
man.
in your daily walks.
You see how much I could care about the Cardinals? I'm not even thinking. Oh man, Ronbo, it's bad. So check this out. So my friend, Cardinal fan, of course, texted me right after the game. Jimmy G, huh? That's what he said. And then we got in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cardinal game was starting. I just waited to the end of the game, and I just said question mark.
Ain't payback a wonderful thing? So you should call him.
Yeah. Then I said y'all look trash. He said trash is a compliment. Is what he told me.
Hey, but you know what? This whole NFC West, the Raiders and Rams are over there fighting. And now I'm seeing where it seems both defenses suck. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in that game. Because NFC West could stand to get a sweep of 0-1. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's all right. You know what that says, though, Mark? That says this division is up for grabs. But you go ahead. What else you want to add?
It is, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Man, first of all, everything's been covered, man. I've been in and out of the call because I'm traveling. I'm in Dallas right now. But
okay.
Yeah, man. But we need running game, man. I mean, obvious things. The defense did their job. With the running game, I just found myself until Moore's fumble. I didn't want to see Breida no more. That was a grown man's game, and Breida just couldn't get it done. Towards the end of the game, second half, he looked
a little better.
He had a couple, but and then Moore's fumble. I was really just calling for Moore's, and he let me down with the fumbles. I really think we needed a running game to help Jimmy G out.
Got to.
We needed it bad, and we didn't have it. Other than that, man, I know some people will be going up and down about Pierre Garçon. I saw more than just the drop pass. I think he either got hurt or Pierre, his mind's not there. You remember that one pass where he got hit on the hip?
Yeah, he kind of limped back to the sideline. He might have been still feeling that.
I don't know if he was the same since then. And because that catch, he should have had it, man. And I'm kind of over it. I was so mad at him yesterday. And then there was another play where Jimmy threw it to him, and Pierre was supposed to come back, and he just stopped. And the ball went over his left shoulder. And he just didn't seem like he was into it, man. And that's why I started screaming for put the young boys in, because we got a lot of young, hungry dudes who is Pierre, whoever don't want. I just didn't see we used to see a dog in Pierre. I did not see a dog out there yesterday. I did not see it, and I was disappointed because all offseason I'm one of the people who've been saying y'all are crazy if you want to get rid of Pierre. And yesterday I did not see that. The drop pass was just icing. I just did not see that dog in him yesterday, man. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I want to see him another week though. I
do want to see him another week.
I wonder is the hip, did it hurt, or will he say anything about it? But you're right. There should be more dog, and that's who he is, right?
Yeah, he didn't have it. Normally he's pushing defenders around. He's trash talking. Normally he's just he's out there. He's a Richard Sherman of the court.
Actually,
we didn't see that. We didn't see that at all. Normally he's out there. Anquan Boland, they're on that same clock.
Yeah.
They have the same clock.
Boy, they'll beat your ass if you and don't even try to get physical. Man, that's what they like
saying.
That.
We didn't see that. We did not see that yesterday. The defense, they held us in the game, man. Jimmy G, it was one game. I'm happy he took one on the chin, man. I'm happy the whole team kind of took that one on. That was a good game for us to get chin checked.
Yeah. At least it was a Vikings, not the Lions or something
ridiculous.
Vikings
first game
at home.
Great defense. It was just kind of to say, hey man, this NFL is real. Y'all gotta wake up. It wasn't no walk, give me win. It was a good game to if we was gonna lose one, it was a good game.
Yeah. Mike, we got to go, though. Then go ahead and you can monitor that situation going on in Oakland. And I'll be...
Oh, yeah, it's 7-7.
Well, you knew it was going to happen soon. And I'm glad to hear you back again, man, because now the football season started. Yeah, getting more marks.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, man. I've been listening.
All right, fam. I hope to see you tomorrow.
All right,
All right. Have a good night.
We'll be there. Bye.
Yeah.
You too.
And let's go to Bethel. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Bethel. We're just trying to understand and make sense of this past Sunday. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, me. You know, we all knew it was gonna be a hard game. We all knew that we're gonna have a hard time, and there's a lot of mistakes were done, but you have to think about that. Those 2 injuries that we got, they're going to that side a lot because they knew that can.
True.
So and then plus another thing, we did better than a lot of other teams in the NFL. So
yeah, we didn't get blown out.
We didn't do that bad. Yeah, we didn't get blown out. We had a chance to come back, but it's just he tried to force it in, and got an interception, but you always have to think about a lot of stuff and just move forward out of this game because it's you can't have any doubts on your team. You always have to have faith that everything's gonna be okay and move forward. And that's that's how a fan should be. We had a bad game. It happens. Just move on. You see certain players make plays. You see certain players that kind of messed up, but sometimes people have some bad days and have a good day. So it was, at least we lost by a little bit. We didn't lose by a lot. We didn't get shut out.
We're in position to tie that game up.
And then plus, we did. Because say we would have tied that game, or we would have lost by 1 point or 2 points. A lot of people would not been talking the way they are talking.
I know, right?
But because a lot of people right now, are talking bad about Jimmy G, but it happens. He's a regular guy. He has bad days sometimes. Just give him a break and he'll learn. And next game, he's gonna want to do better, and he's gonna want to not be in the same position that he's in right now.
Yeah. The thing is, though, we got to have a running game. Next week, that offensive line, everybody blames the running back, but basically, the offensive line is the first one to point at. They've got to create creases, and then the running back can do his thing. So maybe, I don't know, we got a problem with the right side. It's going to be rough to be able to get that line ready, though.
If it wasn't for our defense, we would not been in that game like that, how we were.
Yeah.
They were always getting the ball to the offense. It's just the offense had to, work a little bit better to, do something. But, and then, another thing is that, we're playing one of the top defense that supposedly right now is going to be a contender for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
Yeah,
the Vikings are okay. I think they're getting a little too much credit. We'll see. But anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, we just beat up ourselves, and I've seen some stuff on there that they should call flags on the Vikings, but I don't know if the referees were looking away or what they were doing. But and plus the Niners did pretty good on not getting any flags until the end. But it's something that they have to live with. And he messed up on going offside with the flag. That's, I guess, sometimes people try, basically, they don't know if they're going to be a hard count, or they don't know if they're going to hike the ball and try to run for a cover. So
Bethel, we got to stop there. But you know what, though? Anytime you hear the quarterback yelling snaps like that, one after the other, you know what he's doing. You got to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
But listen, Bethel, we need to go now, though. But let's get into this tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo.
And see the more written up about it.
You're doing a good job.
God,
thanks,
love what
you do.
Thanks, fam.
And plus, I hope the Rams lose.
Everybody does.
That, it'll probably be what that never happened. Have a whole
NFC West.
Have the whole NFC West all of them lose
at the same week. I know.
Yeah.
So I don't care. But, the Rams need to get their butt beat. All right. Let's talk about.
And another thing, remember that year that we beat the Rams like really bad, and that was the only team that we beat was the Rams 2 times.
Yeah.
So sometimes they say better to go slow and then start winning from the next game. Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah. All right, Bethel.
I still have faith on the Niners.
Don't ever lose that faith.
Niners.
Yeah. All right, Bethel.
I don't ever lose it. All right, have a good show, Ronbo.
Thanks,
everybody better hit that like because there's best show of Ronbo Sports.
See you tomorrow, fam.
All right.
And let us quickly go to Ed Sheik.
Hit that like! What's up, Ronbo?
Hey,
my man said it just a while ago.
Oh, man. Isn't one of those days inspired by social nastiness? I mean, Stephen A. Smith, I'd really like to punch him in the left eye. You know what I'm saying? This dude, man. God. He waited so patiently. He couldn't wait till Jimmy G lost the game. Here he comes. And ESPN in general, they're going nuts on him. Even Good Morning Football, there he was, my boy. Boy, if what's his name? Not Peter Schrager, but not Michael Robinson. He's on the other network. Anyway, he sat there and went through his whole dissertation of. All right, the point is he lost. And that's what counts. All that other stuff, all that apologists and this and that, it don't matter. He lost. Okay. Wow. That's the way it is. All right. I know you're feeling good. Let's see if you continue to feel good for the rest of the season. Ah, man.
It's only one game, Ronbo. The thing is, these haters will come out from the woodwork. And, first of all, before I get started, shout out to Angel. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah.
He's the man. He has a great mind in Ronbo. And when he calls in, that day when he calls, you're gonna love it. And shout out to Donna Bell, hey girl, and Valez. What's going on? And shout out to Night Hawk Club. Anyways, Ronbo, but the thing is, we need to everybody needs to understand. It's only one game.
Yeah.
We have 15 more left.
Yep.
And this is his first loss. And, he didn't look terrible. He came back. He was not the Lions. He was a Matthew Stafford got destroyed. A 4 INT. Oh, man. It was disgusting. Lions are the worst team in the NFL, Ronbo. But Jimmy G,
and they don't I heard they don't like Matt Patricia either. He's sort of bringing the Bill Belichick thing into the locker room. Guys, no posting photos of the locker room or anything on social media. No this, no that, no this, no that. And somebody said the entire team is kind of miserable. And somebody said, well, good. He says, that ain't going to work. We'll see what happens next.
And shout out to Nate Hewley, Nathaniel. He hates Boston, by the way. And he goes, it's Boston. It's from Boston. You don't care about them. Let's send it back to Boston.
I love that's good. That's the way you pronounce it, too.
Yeah.
By the way, Sheik, I was talking. Nate Burleson. Everybody, watch out for Nate Burleson. And every now and then, go to his Twitter and send him a little love. I love that kind of stuff. Nate Burleson. What a jerk.
He's an idiot. And even Michael Robinson's another one. He's a Niner hater as well. And then what was that one guy? He was in NFL Network, Evans from the fullback.
Yeah, he changed his tune, though, last year before they fired him for, I believe it was sexual harassment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, Heath is a little bit of a perv.
We
didn't know.
Man. But can I also say the Rams defense is very suspect. You know, you could have all these big names in this paper, but you have no chemistry on the field. They look straight up ass. Sue just got rolled over earlier.
I heard about it. I'm
They're
reading on the chat
secondary right now.
again.
Talib was there. This guy named Johnson. He's supposed to be a really great safety for them. Yeah, we got a penalty right now, but the Rams are defense is poop.
I told everybody, I said, Ndamukong Suh hasn't been the same since he left Miami. That's why they got rid of him. No, what I'm saying, since he left Detroit. That's why Miami says, take all your big payday and get the hell out. We're gonna trade. We get rid of you now. See, I says, man, I don't know about Suh. Aaron Donald is still a scary dude, but Suh is not going to help Aaron Donald.
And Donald got a penalty, Rombo.
Donald?
Donald got a penalty. He hit the quarterback. He got a 15 a penalty on him.
Helmet?
Yeah. So how's that feeling, Rudy? How's that feel with that money you paid for him?
Don't let the Raiders win that game. Please, Raiders. I hate the Raiders. But this night, let the Raiders prevail. God.
Or, hey, would you be hating if you have a tie, Rombo? Just like the Browns and the...
That's the ultimate finish, right? Yeah, a tie. I wish. I wish.
Can they just like this begin on fight and just destroy each other anyway? But Rombo, I know you're closing up the show, but let me tell you about the 49ers real quick.
Okay.
We're fine. We're going to be really fine because we're playing against the worst team in the NFL, the Lions. The defense Lions looks good, but their run stop, we're going to be running like crazy with them. And their offense is terrible. We're going to get destroying them in offense.
Especially in our house.
Yeah, yes. And Rombo, also, I'm playing against the Big Show right now on the fantasy and Nighthawk fan club. And I have the Detroit Lions defense, but, I got like 20 points. And this guy has the Rams defense right now. So everybody in the chat room, please root for the offense for the Raiders.
You said Big Show, right?
Yeah, Big Show. Yeah. He has defense.
Oh, you got to beat the Big Show. And Show's already got me now. See, that's why you got to beat him.
I'm up 25 points, so I'm good.
All right. All right, Dave, what about the show? I mean, Sheik, let me see you, man, tomorrow, okay?
All right, hit that like, hit that sub, hit that share for the best place to be, and we're going to get that win, faithful. Stay tuned.
All right.
Let's go, Niners. Let's go.
And beat Big Show.
Beat Big Show. Beat that sorry-ass Rams.
Good night, Sheik.
Bye, Big Show. Bye.
Hey, and R4R3, the poet. Thanks, fam. He says, hope you're having a good night. Can't wait to see what adjustments they make for next week. And that's the thing, making adjustments, getting straight, and let's go. And thanks, fam. And Nathaniel Hurley says, that's right, Sheik. Boston sucks. Woo! Hey, it's Tony from the land down under.
Ronbo.
Hey, Tony. What's up, man?
How you going, brother?
Man, I'm just sitting back here wondering how come we couldn't go ahead and not make any mistakes yesterday. But other than that, doing all right. How you?
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and put a positive spin on it.
All right.
I'm going to try and be as quick as I can. I'm going to say a few things. Maybe some people will think I'm out of my mind.
No, I
but
don't
I
think
reckon
so.
that a lot of our players went into that game over-committed. Now, what happens when you're over-committed? You overreact. You're not in the right state of mind. You overthink things. A lot of things go through your mind. You're not relaxed. And when you're not relaxed, you're playing with the shits. You play on adrenaline, not instinct. You can't, you can't remember things. People forgot how to run their routes. Snatching at balls, not letting the ball come to you. Soft hands, and then you put the pressure on yourself, and then you're more prone to make mistakes that way. All right. Now here's the comparison. Last year, 0-9.
all right?
Mm-hmm.
9 games. Jimmy G comes along. The coaches say to the boys, all right, we're going to call the plays. Jimmy G's here. Go out and have some fun. No pressure. No pressure. What happens? Bang, 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 bang. 5 on the trot.
True.
We win 5 in a row.
Good point.
So I think a lot of that. I mean, you look at that play with Kowski T when they scored that touchdown. He was so overcommitted to covering that bloke one-on-one. He forgot to look. He forgot to look to see where the ball's coming from.
Right.
If he had just turned around and took 1 step forward in front of that player, he would have caught the ball. They wouldn't have scored the touchdown. So I reckon the boys were just putting too much pressure on yourself. I've seen Jimmy G swearing and carrying on underneath his helmet. When I seen that, I thought, nah.
And we've never seen that. He's always so cool.
No.
True. He was pissed.
That's right. Exactly right. And last year against the Jags, I think it was against the Jags, he was noticing things. The coaches were on the sideline and he was running up and down the sideline. I don't know if you remember saying to the players, boys, look, they've got the shits. They're arguing with each other on the sideline. The players are arguing with each other. We got this game. Trust me, focus, we've got this game.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's just a matter of the boys relaxing, believing in themselves, and it'll all start clicking together like it did last year. And, I mean, we basically, in my mind, we beat ourselves.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Put too much pressure on themselves, and they just overreacted. You know what I mean? In a lot of places.
Overreacted and underachieved. Exactly.
I don't think it's a big deal. I just think, that they just need to relax and believe in themselves, and it'll just come clicking together. 2 game balls, one to Debunked, the other one to Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, no. Don't forget Dante Pettis. I'm impressed with that rookie.
I think he was one of the players that possibly readjusted himself to the pressure and just cooled down, rethought the things, and after that, he was fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know something, Tony? You bring up a good point. With the way the 49ers locker room is such a comedy workshop, I'm kind of surprised they came out a little tight. But they did show that kind of a body chemistry. I mean, a body language. They really did. So hopefully they'll relax this week, go out there, and guys, have fun, for God's sakes. You don't have to win by the definition that's going through your mind. You need to win, yes, but don't forget to go play the game. God, you're so right.
And have some fun.
Yeah.
Right? If you throw me the ball and I smoke some dude on the field and I come up to you and say, Ronbo, what a great ball. Did you see how I smoked his ass? Watch me do it again. Watch me do it again. And once you build up that confidence and you play with and you start having some fun,
it's a different game. You got to shift that atmosphere, Tony. Excellent point.
If me and you are in the park and I call your name out and I throw you the ball, you're going to throw it back to me. I'm going to throw it back to you. It's going to be 20 or 30 times before someone drops the ball. Why? Because there's no pressure.
Yeah, that's it. They got to get back to that mindset. They'll get it. Tony, appreciate you so, man. We don't get to hear from you often enough, but we got to go. And then hopefully you get some time for the rest of the week to get on back in here, okay?
I'll be back, brother. We'll be all right. Don't worry. We'll be fine.
I agree. Have a great day. All right, Tony.
You too, man.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony.
Bye-bye.
Here's Tony. Tony's in the early part of his day. He's probably wheeling down the road. Hey, James.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
James. Doing all right. I'm here. I'm reading the chat. The Rams out there stumbling around with all that money running out there. That money out there looking like ass. I'm loving it.
Well, the coach is probably the weirdest coach I ever seen in football.
I know.
Sits on a cooler drawing on his little tablet like he's trying to figure out. Maybe
as the game goes,
my team look like the cartoon characters in the picture. But anyway, forget them dogs. I don't care nothing about Okay, the slams that they are.
Yeah.
But I will say this much. I've come down to my senses and took the extra deep breath. Breath so deep I almost passed out trying to relax and get myself back to normalcy. But I will say this much. This is two things I've noticed after I've watched these highlights. You know, I'm on the East Coast. I couldn't get the game. But let me tell you something, man. Jimmy G don't throw that pick six. And then that play Brock Cole missed, which got him in the field goal range on that bad tackling. We beat these boys 16-14, man. So through it all, their coach right now, Mike Zimmer, the clown that he is, he might stand to a podium. Oh, yeah, you know, we got to that's our motto. We're the toughest defense. Your team, had not have been for the miscues of the opponent, you would have got blown away. And your quarterback that you gave $80-something million to, guaranteed, he couldn't convert on his last 8 passes. Okay? Would you want to think that you're able to go to a Super Bowl or even deep in the playoffs with somebody like that?
He's still the same
Redskins let him go.
Still the same Kirk. Wait, they'll find out.
Still same old Kirk. Same old Kirk. Okay? And, you know, I look at it like this. Hey, I'm kind of glad we got it out the way. I would have wanted to win, but I can guarantee you, there's nothing more that James Garoppolo is saying to himself than we're going to make the playoffs, and I want to see that team again. I don't care if it's in Minnesota. I prefer for it to be in Santa Clara, where it can be on the moon, but it's going to be a different turnout. Because I've seen the way Jimmy looked after he threw that interception where Kittle was going over the middle. Man, listen, I wouldn't have even wanted to been a water boy on the team and went over there to ask him, hey, you need a drink? I wouldn't have wanted to be that guy because he was stoked, man. Like, you know, I'm going to tell you, they got to take a deep, good look at themselves. I know Pierre Garçon is a stud, but I noticed his body language yesterday when Dante Pettis caught that pass in front of him. I think Garçon is feeling the pressure like, you know, man, I might actually lose my spot on this team. Because as great as Dante Pettis is starting to look, and he is good, but there's some things I'm seeing in him. I don't know if other people are seeing him or not. But he gets like that mentality that he's hearing footsteps getting too close to him. Now, Kendrick Bourne, he's on a very thin leash, bro, because I'm going to tell you, I don't see why they didn't dress Richie James, man. This has kind of got me baffled. The guy that in the preseason, I'm not going to call him the greatest or super good receiver, but there wasn't a DB that got a PBU on him in preseason. I don't care if it was second string, first string, or fourth string. They getting paid to play. Okay? And this guy, I mean, ultimate competitor. Catches the ball, knows about toe drag swag, puts his body in a position to dominate over that corner. Not let that corner dominate over him or that safety. Now, I'm not going to guess Kyle Shanahan because he is a coach. But right now, if you've got these fuddy-duddies that can't seem to get it done, you got younger players that are ready and hungry. So far, it looks to me like 2 years in a row they're hitting it in the draft because Fred Warner is that real deal Holyfield, bro. 21 years old, 11 tackles yesterday,
12,
a forced fumble. Yeah. Well, you look at the forced fumble, that's the 12, but at the same time he had a pass breakup.
12 along with that. But okay. James, we're going to have to hold up right there. And we're going to go over Fred. It's going to be Fred Warner Day tomorrow anyway. I got a feeling he's going to show up.
21 years old, bro.
Wait till Ruben gets back.
And wait till Ruben gets back because I'm telling you, Brock Cole is not
No,
even a second-string linebacker.
Yeah,
okay?
He's a
Jaquaski
replacement.
Tart really better watch his heels, man.
You know.
Okay.
But James, we're really going to go.
Hey, man.
And I tell you what, I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow.
Love what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. And that's just the way it is, man. Y'all keep believing. Don't give up. We're going to turn this thing around, man. Yes, sir.
As early as next week. All right, James. Have a good night.
As early as next week. Have a good one, man. Be blessed. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, James. All right. And let's get Tony. Oh. Okay, who's on the phone now?
Hey, Ronbo. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, my God. You got a situation
Hey,
here.
Ronbo.
Yeah, who's this?
It's HBK, man.
Oh, HBK. Okay. HBK. Okay. Oh, my God. HBK, hold on a second, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right. Coach, we got a real problem. I got a lot of people here that are also long distance. Okay. So, Coach, please, maybe, Coach, call back, okay? Call back in about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. All right. HBK, I'm sorry, man. A lot of little bizarre things going on here. I think we're okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you good. Yeah, man, it's like, I just wanted to get this out the way first before I get into the crux of my conversation. First, I mean, it's like I'm a competitor, and I never want to admit defeat to no man. But at the same time, Dad, congratulations. You got us. You beat us. And I know that if you were still around, that you'd be laughing at me and, laughing at the way you got us and stuff, But I know you was in heaven, watching the game, enjoying the game, Dad. And, I would love for you to watch it with me, but I understand, the Lord had a great purpose for your life, so I understand. But I know Ronald Whitmore Sanders. I know Ronald Whitmore Sanders had a smile from ear to ear, and I know that if he was around, that he would let me hear it, Rombo. He would never, ever, ever, ever let me live that down. Ever. I mean, it's like probably to the point, Rombo, that I would have to move out the house or something, because he would be letting me have it. He was like, yeah, sir, we got you. Like, we beat that in. Like, damn, y'all just won the game. Y'all didn't win the Super Bowl. Y'all won the game. And then it's like, all of a sudden when I started showing the Super Bowl trophy, I took a picture with the Hall of Fame. Yeah. All of a sudden, they kind of shut that down right there.
I know. I got a Viking in my family. I'm glad we grown up now. I moved away from each other because I was got to knock my own brother out. Get right in my face.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, it's all good though. I mean, it's like, I'm going to take that on the chin right there. But anyway, getting on some conversation. I mean, I DVR'd the game and I looked at it and it's like, we had our chances and stuff, and granted, things got out of hand, but the defense wouldn't have, kept us in the game. Then there's a chance that they could have got out of hand fast, especially being down like 24-6. And so most teams would have rolled over at that point and be like, you know what, just go ahead and get ready for next week's game. This game's a wash, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, man, it's like, we do need to, tighten up and get our shit together to a certain degree. I will say that much. We do have to tighten up. If we're going to take a step forward, we do have to get forward. I mean, we do have to tighten up a little bit.
As a one game, like Tony pointed out from Australia, that was a game of tight 49ers. They was not playing normal. I mean, some of the mistakes they made were just ridiculous. Come on, man. And Kendrick coming back said, "Yeah, I ran the wrong route." Kendrick, you say what? I would have been shocked.
Well, it's like if you keep running the wrong route and stuff, guess what, Kendrick? You're going to be on the practice team and maybe cut from the team. You keep it up.
You know what? I'm gonna put him back out there next week because Kendrick's gonna play the best game of his life next week because that's embarrassing. And then he would have admitted it, but now we're gonna see. Hey,
true that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's like right now the Rams are losing 10-7, so I think it's like in the second quarter. So yeah.
He's supposed to be bad.
And then it's like I was watching the Jets game. I'm like, the Jets. the Jets actually did this.
Destroyed.
I mean, I didn't know they were I didn't know that they were capable of doing shit like that. I mean, they surprised the hell out of me, Ronbo.
I bet they surprised everybody in New York. Jet fans or not, you know that had to shock them. Just like I was shocked when we beat the Jaguars like we did last year, you know? So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so it's like, do you think we're going to bring in any offensive linemen and stuff or bring up some for the upcoming weeks?
I don't know, but Lynch is looking at defensive linemen. I think his thing is, come on, man, y'all got to bring that quarterback's ass down. So Lynch is looking at defensive linemen today.
Hey, Ronbo, breaking news. The Raiders are almost in the red zone, and they're going for another score. And it's about 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter.
And it's 10-7 as it is.
Okay, I mean, it's like now the Rams got to stop on there. It's 1st and 10, so now, it's like probably second down for Oakland at this point.
And no matter what, they're going to pick up 3. So, that's hilarious. Them tough Rams, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
hey,
good.
I mean, but it's like, it'd be kind of odd, man. What's up, though? It's like, for all of us to lose in 1 week, that's kind of like a little odd, but
I don't know if it's ever happened before. I'm going to check back. Has the NFC West got all shut out in the first week of any season, and when did that happen? Hey, fam, anybody that's on the chat right now? Huh?
Robert, I think number 47 just picked 43 just picked it off.
Oh, okay. So the Raiders, which is good. I want the Raiders to lose, but I still want them to look foolish.
Yeah, it's Johnson, number 43. He ended up picking off Jared Cook, I think. Yeah, so it's like the Rams got the ball back off interception.
All right. Well, that's okay.
All right, bro.
Yeah. All right, HBK, tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Go ahead and jump back on that game. And appreciate you getting in here, though. All right?
All right, no problem, man. No problem. All right, Ronbo. HBK and the Click, we out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing, kind of like what Aaron Rodgers said, RELAX.
Yeah.
Relax.
No reaction. I agree.
All right, bro. I'm out.
All right, fam. And we go back out to the East Coast where Cynthia awaits. Hey, Cynthia.
Hey, yes, Ronbo. I'm still hanging in there. How you doing?
And just like you, I'm hanging in there. I'd have been okay. You know how, Cynthia, how you start to get over a cold and every now and then you sneeze and you maybe have to wipe your nose here and there. All of a sudden, I get up and there's Stephen A. Smith. The day's coming, though. I look forward to walking into a restaurant and Stephen A. Smith be sitting across the room. I tell a waiter, hey, waiter, can I get you to do me a favor? I want to just write a few things down here. Give it to that gentleman over there. Oh, Stephen A. Smith? Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He doesn't know I'm here. Just slide him that note for me, will you? I'd say everything I have to say. The guy would wonder why the note's so folded up so thick,
It's just for him. No, but you should also be wishing to see Nate Burleson in the restaurant.
Oh, God. He'd get a note, too. Man,
yes.
Them boys be hating on the 49ers. Oh,
well,
man.
Yes, well, you know Nate Burleson, didn't he used to play for the
Hawks?
The Seahawks?
Yeah. Him and Michael Robinson. That's the problem, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well,
that is the problem.
What's with the bias on TV? I mean, you guys are supposed to be professionals doing a show. You got to let that, whatever you got against the 49ers, you got to let that go. That's irritating.
Yeah. It's supposed to be, but ED, a lot of them don't hide their bias. So, I'm not worried about them. And I'm also not worried about yesterday. Now, usually I get really mad when the 49ers lose. But we didn't get mad yesterday. And the reason why I didn't get mad, Ronbo, we should have lost by more than 8 points. You need to tell me this is supposedly a Super Bowl contender. The opponent comes to your house. They miss They have 4 drop passes. 2 of them would have been touchdowns.
Don't forget that one. Don't forget about the 1 yard line. They could have ran that in. I don't know what they was doing.
Exactly. That was on Kyle Shanahan, in my opinion.
Everybody says that. I agree.
That was messed up. But okay, all these mistakes, and you only won in your house by 8 points in your season opener. That says a lot about them. I mean, yeah, we lost, but we should have got blown out yesterday.
When you think about it.
So when you think about it, we should have blown. With all that stuff that happened, we should have got blown out. And the fact that we only lost by 8 points, I'm cool with it as far as I'm concerned. Hey, and especially if Oakland beats the Rams, and they look like they do, which I'm watching right now. So it'll be a clean slate. And, you know, everybody, you can't expect Jimmy G to be undefeated. I mean, that's not a realistic expectation for anybody out there to think that.
I just didn't want to lose right away. I was hoping he'd win a couple, 3 games or 4 or something like that, so he could just get to 11 or 12 straight. You know, that's what I was hoping for, but that's okay.
But you know, I like what Yamin said. I mean, I love what he said.
5-1.
He said, "We on the way to 5-1."
Yeah.
So I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. I'm just, hey, we'll live to see next week. We should win next week.
Should.
And we'll just keep on keeping on. We need to get a running game, though. I don't know.
Oh, man.
We need to get a running game, and everybody knows we need a pass rush, but more importantly, a running game. We can't go through the season without a running game. What are we going to do?
You know, and Cynthia, I remember last year, I think our running game, I remember Carlos was running into nothing but flesh for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, the running game improved. I think this is about the offensive line trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing. So, because Carlos almost got 1,000 yards on the season. So I got a feeling, and Breda did well last year too after about 3 or 4 weeks. I wish we didn't have to wait that long, but I have a feeling that's what's going on right now. And Kyle's got to stop having new offensive lines every year. I hope this one lasts. I don't want to go through this again.
Well, we had 2 offensive linemen that were out yesterday.
Oh.
They got knocked out, and then poor McGlinchey, he ain't never played guard before, and he's running around.
God.
He's a rookie. You know what? I'm proud of what he did.
Same here. He's my hero. I am really a McGlinchey fan. He gets right in there, too.
Yes, he does. He just, I like him. At first I didn't, because I wanted them to draft somebody else.
Everybody did, though.
Yeah, but I see why they did what they did, and I like him. And, you know, he showed a lot of heart. So I am not mad. With all that happened, with all that we did yesterday, we should have lost by more than 8 points, and shame on Minnesota.
There you go, Cynthia, put it in proper perspective. So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to go and look for you. Hopefully you get some time tomorrow, and let's talk some more, okay?
Sure will. Have a good evening, and go Niners.
Yeah, thank you, Cynthia. Talk to you, thank you, and we'll talk to you later. All right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye. There's Cynthia with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If they was all that, they were supposed to run us completely out of that county at least. They won by 8, and now Kirk Cousins is the coming of the Lord. Get out of here with that. Hey, Chris.
Yo, what's up, y'all, man? What's good?
Chris, man, we just sitting back here. We're sort of digesting what's going on. And actually, this call was very therapeutic for me personally because with Stephen A. Smith, I was really having a problem with him. He won't answer my tweets, but you know what? Dang, that boy.
Hey, I was going to say, y'all need to add Jason Whitlock to that list too, man. He up there ready to say the sky's falling, you know.
There's about 4 guys. You know, ESPN has a lot of them. I mean, NFL Network. I
was surprised when Marcel took up for us, though, man.
Yeah, right. You know, it always gets surprises by certain people that do that. Didn't expect. Good Morning Football. They started the day off working us. You know, it's cool. Their days are getting in. This is it. So I'm good.
Yeah. There was nothing in that game yesterday. And before I forget, we would have had another touchdown had Brock paid attention to that ball bouncing off a dude instead of going for the tackle. He would have stayed up, caught the ball, and kept running. Another touchdown. But there was nothing in that game yesterday that screams, "Oh my gosh, we done for," whatever. It was. I started looking at faces at the beginning. I was like, okay, they dialed in. But I think that was it Frank or who was that said it? I think they were a little too dialed in. It wasn't loose.
Tony was saying that. They was trying too hard, weren't they? Okay. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. The 49ers were just trying way too hard.
Yeah. And that's cool. And the pass rush, you see that thing fluttering, man. It's like an engine that you cranking up one of those old school engines, and it's like blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like you can see something was about to take off right there. Because man, when I'm gonna count out that Malcolm Smith gonna play this year. I doubt he's gonna come back. Going to release him, get some extra money.
Or some trade picks or something.
If we do that, something like that, right? But it's gonna be Foster and Warner. Sounds like a good ass beer or a law firm back there. I don't know.
It does, doesn't it? It really does.
Foster and Warner.
Well, there's a lockdown firm.
Man, the way he was moving out there yesterday, I thought we had two of him out there.
Well, he be moving, don't he? And he ain't got to be working that hard. If Ruben's out there, they are going to make a vicious duel. Ruben's probably sitting at home thinking the same thing.
The middle of the field going to be cold.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, and you saw Kurt for a couple of times. He was looking downfield. He didn't have nothing.
Yep.
Like, you got that one play on Richard. You got that one play on Kello.
And Kwaski.
You didn't see it go down like that again?
Yeah. And Kwaski's going to make some adjustments because Kwaski's messing up yesterday. Well, you know what? I doubt that continues because everybody's got to remember Kwaski's just learning this defense. He left half the season last year. I will see him in a few weeks.
Well, he
can play better than that.
What's his name? What is it? Is it Exum? I forget. What's his name that's right behind him? One of those rookies right behind. Yeah, one of them ready to come right on in if he gets slipping. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Because Marcel Harris... You're talking about Marcel Harris, aren't you?
No, but Marcel, yeah. He better not get comfortable back there. They'll swap him out real quick.
He's
real quick.
Kwaski can play. He just needs to get back in rhythm. But because the defensive rush even wasn't that bad yesterday. Kirk got rid of the ball quick on them short routes, but every time he looked downfield, there wasn't nothing there. They took what the defense gave them. But with Fred and Ruben, the defense ain't going to give up that middle of the field. That defense is going to be razor sharp by week 3. Oh, Ruben, if you just wouldn't have gotten in trouble, dang, we wouldn't have. Oh.
I don't blame him. I blame the government.
Well, then there's that, Damn it.
The man forgot where he was at.
Man. But anyway, what else?
But what was it? Man, I think that's it. But yeah, man, everybody keep your head up. This weekend is gonna be ridiculous.
Well, I hope so. Don't take that for granted. They got to come in and play.
I know, but that was the only thing I was gonna say. We do have this going against them. They play Monday night, so they won't have as many days of rest, which means they probably got to go on the game plan tomorrow. We should be well rested.
And please don't look at the game. I hope the 49ers, none of them see what happened to the Lions last week and come in there kicking back. Boy, these boys ain't got nothing. Let's just go out here and have a good time and get an ass whooping. Oh, I'll be mad.
No. They got to put a show on for the home team, man. Anyway. You got to put a show on. The home, I know everybody's talking about they expecting the show. Yeah,
and they should get one, too. All right, fam. I'll be looking for you tomorrow, okay?
All right. See you then. All right.
All right. It's Chris. And let me 916 and Chic Country, Roseville, California. Hello, 916.
Yo.
Yo, who is this?
This is William.
William? Hey, William. So what's going on?
Man, good. You know what? Even though we lost yesterday, it doesn't even matter because as long as we have Jimmy G, and you know what? There's so much like hate and complaint and
so much.
But that's it's like I feel like people don't know what football really is. Like they didn't even watch the game; they just watched the Vikings and the score, and that's it. And it's like when you look at that team, what the Niners did against a team that's supposed to wipe them out. Honestly, the Niners dominated. Sherman played incredible, and that front seven, they did what they needed to do. You know,
I know. I thought that rush wasn't that bad. But Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch is out looking for people, but maybe he's looking for depth too. So,
yeah, you know, and I believe 100% if Jerry McKinnon never got hurt and played that game, ooh, that would have been over because he's one of those players that you cannot look at and be like, okay, nah, I don't need to worry about him. Now he's a guy. He's a triple threat.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people people don't know. What they don't know, they seem to think negative of. I keep telling people, you know, Jerick McKinnon, Kyle went and got him for a reason. He had plans.
Yeah.
So to think he was going to suck, no, I don't think so. They had a plan.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they had to change plans a week before playing the Vikings, and they still should have won. But that's you know, we're going forward.
I was bummed when Marquise Goodwin got hurt. I was like, dang, that's like Jimmy G's favorite target right there.
That's his safety net.
That connection is beautiful when like no one could guard Marquise.
No.
Not even Xavier Rhodes, and
nah.
He got lucky yesterday with that pick.
Oh yeah, and that's because Jimmy put the ball in the wrong place.
Yeah. And you know what? He should have honestly only had one pick out of all that. He should have had one pick, and because that pick six, if Vance McDonald just caught that ball.
No, did you say Vance McDonald? You're having flashbacks. That's the first time I heard anybody have that kind of flashback too. You mean George Kittle? Had Kittle caught that touchdown, we would have been off the field to begin with 6 or 7, because Robbie Gould's not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying though. Yeah. Oh God.
Man, like I just. Then I was like, there's like so many things that could have happened. It's like once George Kittle like dropped that pass, I was like, oh no, this is not gonna end well. But you know what I was happy about? I think it was after that pick six, Jimmy G came out and he looked unstoppable. Like he came back and threw a touchdown. Like, and that's something that
character.
No one talked about. No one talked about that.
True.
Like
good test of
who
character.
just goes out? Yeah, no one just comes out after a pick six. They make some is rattled and they won't do good 3-and-out or whatever. But he came out and did his thing, and the Vikings couldn't stop him.
You know,
so I feel like
there's no reason no reason to panic, right? Yeah, I agree.
No. I felt comfortable after the end of the game. We lost, but I'm confident in this Niner team to come back. And honestly, I feel like they could go 15-1.
You know, I tell you, William, they're going to be a little pissed about this last game. Look for them to go really crazy for the next 3 weeks. And that's why I can't wait for the Chiefs game, because Chiefs are going to just destroy the 49ers. What? What?
The only person I'm scared about is Tyreek Hill because he was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that boy.
What is with all of a sudden anointing Patrick Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all time? He's okay, but let's calm down, man.
Right?
So I'm waiting for that game.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. Oh, you know what? Who I was really hyped about when Buckner, DeForest Buckner. Oh my goodness, that dude was all over the field.
but tell you what, let's talk about him tomorrow, though, William. And great to meet you, William. Get on back in here tomorrow for Red and Gold Radio.
Yeah.
All right?
Of course. Yep.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. You too. All right, bye.
All righty. Let's get a couple more here before we say goodnight. Uh-oh. And here he comes. And because, the Big Show is probably like, he thinks I'm being biased because I'm rooting for Sheik to beat him. But I'm not. I'm just saying, Show. Well... it's a big show. Show, I got to admit to you, I'm a little bothered to the fact that my boy Kendrick has started the season off making you look good. Listen, one more. I need another week. Let's see what Kendrick looks like next week. Watch him say, go ahead and take all the weeks you want. He sucks. God, Show, I'm filling in all your blanks. I know you. God.
All I'm going to say is Big Show 1, Ronbo 0. And then we'll leave it at that. Well, actually, no. It's Big Show 2, Ronbo 0, because, number one, I was right about Fred Warner.
Oh.
And after all the shit you guys gave me,
yeah,
and after how flawless he looked yesterday,
yeah,
and I'm going to make a bold prediction right here, Ronbo.
Oh, my God.
We are going to have 2 defensive players in the Pro Bowl this year.
DeForest Buckner and Fred Warner.
DeForest Buckner and Fred Warner.
Yeah. Well,
and
I'll go along with you
Fred
on that.
Warner by the end of year 2 is going to be in the top 100 players of the NFL. I'm going to guarantee you that.
Ooh. Well,
along with Reuben Foster.
Yeah, I've got no
DeForest
arguments.
Buckner.
Yeah, because Ruben's going to learn to stay out of trouble. So you're probably right. I can see 3 guys. And keep an eye on my boy Dante, too.
I forgot to mention 3 defensive players. Reuben Foster is going to be in the Pro Bowl this year, too. I think.
Yeah.
Reuben Foster, Fred Warner, and DeForest Buckner. And possibly Richard. Richard Sherman. What am I doing?
It's an annual event with Richard. So, yeah, you're right. We could have 4. Could you imagine 4 Niners on defense?
Yeah, that's insane. And there's going to be at least a couple on offense, I think, and that's going to be
Jimmy
Garoppolo, of course, Joe Staley, Kyle Juszczyk, and Dante Pettis.
Yeah, Kyle, it's an annual event with him, too. Who's the other
possibly guy? Marquise.
Before Marquise?
Dante Pettis.
Yeah, Dante. God, that kid's good.
Dante and Marquise.
Yeah.
And I still think we're going to be going to the playoffs this year, but I don't think we're that complete of a team to reach the Super Bowl. I after what I saw yesterday and the lack of execution on our offense, that is, I know it's only game 1. I'm not panicking, but that is unacceptable. Ronbo, you cannot continue going on with a winning season if you're going to be playing like that. If we don't put up at least 40 points on the lines this coming weekend, that's when you start to hit the panic button a little bit.
Yeah. The thing is, I hope if it's like 36 or 30-something and the game's well under control, the Lions aren't doing anything, let's let CJ play. There's going to be days or games if we get like this, I'm going to be sitting Jimmy G down. So running up the score may not be possible. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so. The Lions looked atrocious tonight, Ronbo. It was disgusting to watch.
Yeah,
Matt Patricia should be ashamed. Nobody from the Belichick tree has done well as far as head coaching goes. Even Bill O'Brien sucked.
And McDaniel too. The thing is, they've got to realize you can't bring that. It only works for Bill Belichick to make everybody in the locker room hate you. See, young players aren't going to go for that. Not nowadays. And you know what a good example of? Look at Cassius Marsh, what he said about the leaving that place. It must be really just not fun.
He basically said it was hell working over there. I mean, there's no player wants to go there as far as free agents goes because they heard nothing but how the way they operate over there, and they don't like it. Yeah. I mean, well, look at how many Super Bowls they won with that mentality, though. You know, so
there you go.
You got to either man up or get in the booth or something and call a game.
Yeah.
You know,
I find that hilarious. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's too early to roast anybody right now.
True.
Because it's only game one.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier in the beginning of when I called Big Show 1, Ronbo 0, and that score is going to tally up here pretty much the next few weeks. I guarantee you that. Oh, and one more thing.
Oh,
okay. Solomon Thomas. Okay, that is. You went to fucking Stanford. One of the
You're supposed to be intelligent,
Ivy
right?
League schools one of the hardest Ivy League schools in the country to get into.
It's only 1 in 10 will attend Stanford. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And you jump off sides because you can't keep time of a hard count. You're supposed to know fucking numbers to get into Stanford, Solomon Thomas. Are you kidding me? Sheik and Trez. Oh my God, who the hell is this hit? What the hell were you thinking? Wanting
I don't know why I'm
Thomas.
laughing.
Jamal Adams out there. Jamal Adams is out there looking like a all-pro safety right now.
I'm riding in the back of the train. I jumped on. Oh God! I'm getting off at the next stop. I'm getting off at the next stop. If Solomon does that again, I'm getting off at the next stop. Damn it! I cannot believe he did that.
But the good news is that Deshaun Watson, who was drafted after us, and Mitch Trubisky was drafted before us. They both look like trash. So
I know.
I mean, but there were much better players. There were much better players than Solomon Thomas at number 3 when we picked him.
God. Well, there goes Show. So we're gonna go, and
all right.
Since you came in, you just scored all kind of points and racked them up on several of us. You know, so therefore you go. See, this is the thing. Pretty soon we're gonna learn to leave Show alone. He always ends up having this moment. You know what I mean? God.
Right, and I'm gonna be at that Lions and Niners game this weekend too. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. I mentioned that. Okay. All right, Show.
Yeah, I sure did. So, all right. Shout out to everyone, and that Solomon train's a train wreck. So.
Oh hell no!
I tell you, man. This is the thing about Show. Every time we mess with him,
prove me wrong.
God.
Prove me wrong.
Rambo,
this is your 2. This is your 2.
I'm here.
And
Show
he still hasn't adapted quickly to the defense. And you cost us the game pretty much by jumping off sides from a below average, from an above average quarterback. You let an above average quarterback jump you off sides. How do you do that? And you went to Stanford.
Well, Show, I imagine you must have called in because you heard all of that. I mean, I feel like a whipped man. Can you say anything to offset what Show has done to us?
And I hope Trez is listening too. I hope he did not drop a dumbbell on his foot or anything like that.
Sheik.
Hold up. Yeah. Joe, let me tell you something.
Yes.
You are actually one, you should not even say that, Solomon Thomas is bad and this and that because you picked a lot of guys that are bad.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm calling him out on the shit that he cost us. He cost us a game. They were 4th and 2, 4th and 1 or something, and we could have stopped them. And he jumped offside, and we had a chance to come back and win that game, and he screwed us.
It was a bonehead play, but it was not. Yeah. There's a lot of things in that game that was very boneheaded. But the thing is, it's only one game, and it's.
I know. I said that earlier.
But the thing is, you pick Calvin Ridley. I pick Cortland Sutton. I won.
Well, let's be honest with her. Let's be honest with ourselves. That Atlanta Falcons offense is complete shit without Kyle Shanahan.
Without Kyle,
complete shit.
That's true. That's true.
Well, that's something you can't argue against.
Yeah, that's
and that's
true.
not Calvin Ridley's fault.
Actually, I gotta
Julio Jones looked like shit.
I'm kind of through disputing you anyway, because these moments when you get to come back later and call people out, I don't want to be you. I want everybody else to get called out. So anyway, we gotta go, guys. And Sheik,
hey Ronbo, can I say?
Hey, one more thing before I go. Baby Skip Bayless is the man. Baby Skip Bayless is the man. Stephen
there you go.
is an a-hole. So.
Amen to that. All right, Chuck.
Hold up! Wait a minute.
I knew he hurt me.
Now see, show. I'm sitting here just watching y'all, just chilling, watching Monday Night Football, watching Ronbo. You know, was gonna let y'all have it, but show. Look, you have no argument.
Yeah, wait, Trez, hold on. There's something I have to do. Apparently, I have to do it right now. Hey, Sheik. Yeah, Sheik, please. Yeah. Sheik, don't. You know how you. I don't know. You're unmuted or muted or whatever. You're hitting the wrong number, and we always get that crazy sound. Okay, so. I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, please be careful with that. Okay. All right. Continue, Trez, because somebody's got to deal with the Big Show.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with Big Show. But Show has no argument out of me whatsoever on Solomon. Whatsoever. The only thing that I'm gonna say is that Solomon did not cost us that game. It was a number of things that cost us the game.
Yeah.
Well, for us to get down in the red zone and being inefficient like we were.
Yeah.
I mean, we just didn't come up.
That brings me to my next. Sorry to interrupt you, but that brings me to my next point. What I have been screaming about for the longest fucking time on this show, and nobody wanted to listen to me and thought I was crazy for wanting to pick a number one receiver who's a good coach, right? And we finally got our quarterback, and all of a sudden, when you see our receivers not scoring touchdowns and relying on Robbie Gould once again, when we have a franchise quarterback.
Okay, Show.
Who's right?
So there is one thing, though. It is not Des Bryant. And remember, you did pick Des Bryant. And Jerry Rice has come out to tell everybody that Des Bryant cannot gain no separation. He does not need to be on the 49ers. Okay. All right, go ahead.
He does not need to gain separation. He can use his body to get separation. That is what makes him an end zone threat. And he also suggested that we should sign him, too. You forgot about that point right there. And that is coming from a GOAT of the wide receiver.
Well, I'm going to say this. I guarantee if Aldridge Robinson would have been on the team, he'd have caught the damn ball versus them.
I would agree with you on that. I would agree with you on that.
Versus us having a veteran like we supposed to, a sure-handed veteran we supposed to have that ain't out there doing jack shit but dropping balls. So,
Pierre Gerson.
Yeah. So and I'm not here to bash our team, man. We just got to execute, y'all.
Yes.
We got to execute.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one.
We expect more out of our team. And I was listening to Raymond them yesterday saying, how we doing this and we doing. No, we expect more. That's the thing, Raymond. We expect more out of our team, and we're going to be critical of our team.
Yeah.
We're not bashing our team. We're not jumping off the bandwagon of our team.
It's constructive criticism.
We know it's constructive criticism, right? We know what the expectations were for this season, and that's what we're going to hold them to.
There you go. It. And that's why next week we're going to be singing a different tune and saying things like, "Well, they snapped out of that right quick." I got a feeling that's got it. That's got to be it. We can't take it serious though because it's Detroit.
Watching you and watching Monday Night Football.
All right,
Joe. It was your night.
All right.
You had it.
Y'all have a good night.
My brother from another mother, I'm a holler.
I love
Look
you.
at Stretch.
Don't get off that plane yet.
Yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to shut this whole thing down. So, any quick thoughts? Because we're getting ready to go.
Yeah, I want to say this real fast. This might be huge on my part. If we don't beat the Detroit Lions, I am not calling the Ronbo show for a week because I'm not going to. So I'm making that bold prediction. We're going to win that game.
All right. There you go. So, all right. Sheik,
have
a good night. And Show again scores points. All right, Show. You win. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Hey, Tim, good time to call, man. I was gonna go ahead, Tim. Coach.
What's up?
Hey, Coach. Coach, I'm sorry I had to hold you up like that. We had a lot of other people who were waiting a little longer, so they're watching what's going on, so we had to put them in. But listen, Coach, I know you got some good stuff, man. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking that we had a couple guys that got mulligans in that game.
Oh, God, yes.
You got to remember something, okay? All the family got to remember something. We have a young football team, okay? Young football teams make mental mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Until they get enough experience underneath them, where they don't make mistakes. Now, we're very fortunate. We got a couple veterans in there that can help straighten it out. We got Richard Sherman. We got Jimmy G. We got Staley. And we got Rich Berg, our center.
Yeah, him too.
So we got the leadership in there to get it straightened out. And, of course, yeah, you got Garcon. You got Goodwin, too, considered a leader because he's been around. So I wouldn't worry too much about this. We played the top defense in the NFL. They're going to be the top defense probably again this year. And we still had chances to win that game.
Oh, so many. That's what bothers me so bad. But again,
that's what
youth.
That's what happens with a young football team. Remember the 1980 and 81 Niners, okay? Young football team, and especially in 81, we had so many rookies starting on that team. And we made a lot of mistakes, but we got a lot of breaks too.
Mm.
And those breaks are going to come again this year. You watch. We're going to get them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not upset about it at all. I'm actually fired up because I think Detroit's coming into a real hornet's nest next week. We're at home, and they just got a whooping on them by the Jets in their own stadium, and now they got to go on the road and play us because we're pissed. We lost that game.
And, Coach, and you know the mentality of a team, they're probably thinking, oh, God, we're losers. As soon as they start feeling like that, then they're going to get really trounced on. I think the 49ers went through that a couple of years in the locker room as well. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, hey, it's going to go up from here, though, I'm telling you. We're going to give a lot of teams a run for their money in our division as well. So I'm not too worried right now. We're young, and if we can make the transition like our 81 team did, we're gonna go all the way. We got a chance.
I agree.
But
Coach.
if we get overwhelmed and let it get the best of us, and we keep making those mistakes, then no, we're not going to be there at the end. But that's okay, Coach, though. It'll be a good learning experience.
There's no way Kyle Shanahan lets that go. He's just not that. You could see in Shanahan, you don't want to mess with him if you're playing on his team. That what's his name admitted to yesterday has got him in the doghouse. I wonder what kind of move is going to make this weekend regarding Kendrick. Oh, God. So
I don't know, but Bourne looked to me like that one play Jimmy got the pick on for the touchdown, the pick six.
Yeah.
It looked to me like he should have ran that route inside to the curl route.
Yeah.
Or turn in there, just because I've ran the offense before.
Oh, okay.
And I've never called that as a stop route there on the edge when the. But he might not have. The corner just might have played it shallow, and and he had help over the top. So sometimes they gamble too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's break, and that's the breaks of the game. So it goes that sometimes for you, and it goes that way against you sometimes. But guys got to learn from it. And we as fans, we got to be patient because it's the first game of the year.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go. We got 15 more games. So
it's 3 months of football. And, the thing, like you say, going into a place like U.S. Bank Stadium, playing against the top defense, and still was in position to win, if not for the boneheaded mistakes, that says a lot about this team's character. It says they're young, like you mentioned, and they got to mature a little bit to be able to settle down and play. See, George Kittle makes that catch all day in most occasions. On that day, no. I think that killed momentum, Coach. Anyway.
Well, I tell you, Jimmy was a little off.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little
Ball
off.
was sailing on him.
Well, what he was doing is he was too far back on his rear leg, and he was dropping his shoulder, and all that leads to high passes. And when you do that, and a lot of times he throws too square. Sometimes he gets his legs almost, almost parallel when he throws the football, and that's dangerous.
Well, I hope the coaching staff is noticing what you're noticing and point that out to him. That's 2 weeks in a row I've seen that too.
Yeah, but they
all right, Coach. We're gonna have to
take
go.
reps.
Oh yeah, he'll get it.
All right, have a good night, huh?
Thanks, Coach. You too.
See you
Appreciate
later.
you getting in here too. Have a great night.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me. Good night.
Good night, Coach. All right. Let me run down through here real quick because we gotta shut this thing down here. Jorge Aviles, activate Richie James. Already we've started. John Delvin believes defensive MVP goes to Fred Warner. He will have a monster year alongside Foster. Boy, that's obvious too, ain't it? Michael Ng says, hey, what's up, Michael? And everybody else, he sends that greeting out. Audio V, that O-line is and was always a biggest weakness for this team. Now y'all can't complain about that McGlinchey pick. True, and that whole, like I said, it seems to take the offensive line a minute to grow and get together. John Delvin also says, I think Kittle was the offensive MVP yesterday, but, and is my guy, he will have a monster year. But George Kittle, please, no more drops, WTF. And then JMCG Hain. It's just one game, nothing to worry about. I'm not expecting them to go to the Super Bowl or anything this season. So we got time. Let the haters hate. That's true. And one thing I want to say about not expecting to go to the Super Bowl, you got to know the 49ers are, though. See, that's the thing. Even though we don't think so, but guarantee you they do. They've already talked about it. So we got to support them on that. Nathan, Rita, I need the phone number. Nathan, you got to get the Ronbo Sports app. Guys, hey, Mox, when you see somebody say they don't know the phone number, please refer to them to get the Ronbo Sports app. All the information's in there, Nathan. You got the phone number, the PIN number, and then you can call in, okay? All right. Armando Lopez says, Cut Smith. It's just ridiculous that he has to play the game. Man. There's one guy that doesn't need any sympathy. Donna Bell. I think I saw Donna Bell check out. She's on the East Coast, and she went to bed already. But if anybody sees Donna Bell, make sure I told her I said goodnight. Not a Joe Empire. That Vikings game should tell us something. They've been building that team for 4 years, right? And this is our second year, and we put up a fight. So we good to go, Niner fam. Dimitri Tyner, who likes seeing Sherman out there checking those wideouts. Put some respect on my name. Sherman will be fine. There's one guy I'm not worried about on this team. It's Richard Sherman. Curious me, when Foster comes back, oh, man. Oh, yeah. AB, Malcolm Smith won't play for the 49ers in 2019. Oh, that's guaranteed. Anthony Papilla says, not too confident in Morris and Breda. Yeah, it's that offensive line. They've got to... Remember, Carlos sucked until about week 3 or 4. That's why I'm assuming it has more to do with the line than these running backs. That means they'll come around shortly. Even last year, Breda looked good. Remember that? The offensive line. They got better as the season got along. Michael Hanks says, in 1981, we started with a loss against the Lions and won the next one. History repeats. All right. All right. So, I guess we're done. Yeah, we just said Mike. Mike. Oh, it's a different guy. Mike. I like the name. In here. Hey, what's up, Mike? Michael. Okay, we will see what happened now. Okay. Joseph Williams. Everyone chill. We needed them to lose to get focused. We had so much hype in the offseason. Real 49er fans, stand up. I believe in the faithful. Us. Greg Day says, hey, they left 35 points on the table. I know, right? Not 28. I knew I could have missed some because it was ridiculous how many points we left on the table. He says, Pettis, 1 miss. Alfred Morris's fumble, true. Pierre Garçon missed a touchdown. George Kittle missed a touchdown. George Kittle, that second was overthrown. Yeah, you're right. I didn't count that one. He did throw a pass, Jimmy. George was open, too. All Jimmy had to do was dump it into him. Okay. So he says, Greg Terry, Rob, also, hey, you factor in those 35. I know everybody's adding up the points. I left out a few. We did score. We have beaten them 51-24. That's what burns me up so much. They were talking about we should have ran them off the damn field. Jed York says, wonder how Eli Harold panning out. Anybody know? Isn't Eli in Detroit? He circled. He is. Eli circled next week on his little calendar. Jonathan Sanchez, people need to calm down. We lost to a good team that we almost beat with all the errors we made. So, yeah, not true. Relax. All right. Faulty Weapon says, negative fans, ye of little faith. Oh. Yeah, Nathan Rader's the same guy we just answered, right? All right. Nathan Rader. Okay, wasn't Nathan the guy I just got through talking to? John Sanchez, people need to calm down. We lost to a good team. Oh, okay. Debbie Ryan says the Jets are beating up on the Lions quarterback. Oh, ouchies happening for Matthew Stanford. Matthew, you and Eli. What is this word? Mark Lacilento. Hey, real champions lose. It's up to us. It's up to you to fight back and win. Good point. Good. Hey, very good point. Winners have to be taken. You got to take away from them. It's just like a fighter. In a fight, judges are you got to take it away from the champion. You don't just win it by. You got to take it away from them. And we didn't. We goofed around and we lost. O-line is the biggest issue. Garnett was screaming on the field. If he comes back next week, then he's just a drama queen. He needs a spotlight. He was acting like he broke something. I thought he was seriously hurt, too. I thought it was his knee. It's a toe. Of course, if you ever hurt your feet, you know, man, everything hurts down there real bad. Mark Lacilento says, see, guys, I call money. Mark was right. Solomon Thomas is a project / bust. I called it. First one in Lattimore and Ronbo. How is Denzel Ward doing? I understand he had a pick yesterday, too. Al Simmons, I'm loving that the Lions are losing this one, guy. I know I was talking trash about Jimmy's 3 INTs, and look at Stafford today, 4 INTs. Sweet revenge, he spoke too soon. Now we're going to beat them. Go Niners. Yeah. Faulty Weapon says we should be thankful because nobody is talking about the potential that was so evident. I know, nobody cares about the drops. That's fine. They don't need to. Yeah, some mistake is part of the game. 843 BLK. South Carolina still repping Niners all day. Say! Ricky Wright says, I'm going to love you. Go for it out of faithful. Hey, Ricky, send some love back to you, man. Hey, Jermaine Adams, shout out. Thanks, Jermaine. Faulty Weapon, the Lambs. Pounds are number 53, nobody, and 54, nobody. LOLLLL. Wretched Drummer, Rams linebackers are looking weak, too. We knew the Rams linebackers they don't have linebackers. This is why I don't understand why all this talk about the Rams being the best team in the NFL. It makes no sense to start that conversation. You're not going to beat anybody without linebackers. That's a joke. Science fiction. Earl Williams says, it's your boy Earl. Shout me out. Earl. I didn't do this all night. Seems like it's not in bad working order. Niners! Earl. Fam, I got to get out of here. I got to go do some things. And, mods, I ain't going to forget you tonight. Appreciate you for all you do, keeping the peace in a chat that would be otherwise worse than Dodge City back in the day. Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, tell you what I'm going to do, fam. Hey, please don't forget to hit that like. You know how love likes. I'll see you tomorrow on Red and Gold Radio. Niners! You know, I would say something about Gold Raiders, but I can't do it. Let them tie. Sick of them, both of them. See you tomorrow.